It's time for the best podcast around. Grab a cold one, sit back, and enjoy the show. This is Corner Pub Sports.
Hey, this is Brian Dawkins, and you're looking at Corner Pub Sports.
Corner Pub Sports.
What is going on, everybody? Corner Sports back. We're back. Been a few weeks, but we're back live.
You know, families fight sometimes.
Yeah,
We're a family.
Yeah,
We're
like,
family.
Exactly. We wouldn't truly love each other, you know. So
Yeah, some of us even call each other hon.
That's
exactly.
true.
You know, I can't help it. The emotions came out.
Yeah. So we have
It's clearly come full circle.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Polsky said, "Looking pretty fly for a bunch of white guys."
I saw that.
That's so politically incorrect. I will no longer be a friend of you, Polsky.
Yeah, you
Goodbye.
can't do that.
Is it really that important?
Yeah.
It's not just when you come, like it's how hard you come.
So
Speaking of her,
yeah. Speaking of her,
That pig.
no, before we get into the big festivities,
yes.
I understand how this might sound, but she's got to go.
You done with her?
She's bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You done with?
She brings no excitement. She feels like a Mark Zumoff ripoff.
Oh, that's Doris Burke though.
Oh, I thought it was
Yeah.
the Sixers' new one.
No.
Oh,
Kate Scott.
yeah.
Yeah. No, that's Doris Burke.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, they sound the same.
Tell the Burke ain't a whole
It's all
time.
right.
Oh, is it like because I don't like Doris Burke at all.
It's because she's a woman, isn't it?
No.
No.
Well, I just want to ask you
No,
guys.
Aaron Andrews is cool.
Mike already heard this, but if tomorrow you woke up as the opposite sex, what's the first thing you would do?
Dude, what the meme says.
It says, I'd finger myself for a bit and spend the rest of the day learning how to drive.
There you go.
So there's that. All right, we got to get into this. We got a ton of stuff to get into tonight.
Sounds like Swoley.
We got to start with.
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Flip that bean, yeah!
We were, before this week started, we were talking about, we were going to talk about Super Bowl and catch up on stuff in the last 2 weeks since we've been on the air last.
Yeah.
And then a little something happened last night. The beard, James Harden became a 76er.
10-9-8-76.
That is crazy. What a roller coaster of a ride! It went from Steve Nash, like
We're not trading.
4 days ago, literally sat there, stared everyone in the face. It's like, we're not trading James Harden.
Yeah, he's not getting
He's not getting traded.
That's
Why are we talking about it?
honestly, that's when I started thinking, all right, maybe we'll get traded.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 2 days
Yeah.
ago, I see you guys going back and forth. I was like, wow, this is pretty cool. They're excited. So I hear nothing for hours.
Dude, it was.
Anything else going on with the Sixers? Mike's like, nah.
Yeah, you were on it.
Not for the past 5 hours.
You said you were on it. You were hard to watch 2022.
Dude, I work from home, and I'm on the computer all day. So I'm sitting there. I do a little work, click refresh. I do a little work, 5 minutes later, click refresh. I'm like, come on, do something.
Yeah, you're like that meme where
he's with the stick.
he's kicking it. Come on, do something.
Yeah.
Well,
Now, Gary, something to last
And then finally, I'm like, I just can't sit here and watch this. I can't stare at the fucking screen any longer. I'm going downstairs and grabbing one. And then all of a sudden, that's what happens. That's when the phone calls come in. I'm like, my dad calls me, and I'm like, and then all of a sudden somebody says something, and I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, I got the notification at work. It was like, and then I ain't gonna lie, I walked around everywhere. I was out of that room for like a half hour. I was talking about the Sixers, yo.
Yeah.
So, in case you didn't hear, which if you didn't, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why you're tuning
What kind
in.
of fucking rock you been on
Yeah.
there if you ain't fucking heard?
Yeah,
Like
Gary's
Jesus
heard.
fucking
It's like
Christ.
international news.
Yeah.
Like,
So Ben Simmons.
you know who heard about it, dude? That's how far the reach goes. Fucking Bob Saget and Meatloaf fucking heard about
They
it.
heard about it.
Hey, Mom! The meatloaf! We want
They're
it
like,
now!
they were like,
The meatloaf!
Christ.
Mom,
There's like
the
a-
meatloaf!
There's like a tsunami in Indonesia. Oh, and Richard got traded. James Harden got traded. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So Ben Simmons is out of here. Thank God we don't have to deal with that anymore.
ABC.
Yeah.
And here we go. And now that we're on the show, I get to sit here and I this is where I was waiting for it. Gary,
Yes.
for months, all you've been saying is he's the cancer. Get rid of that motherfucker. Trade him. I don't care what you get.
So,
Who gives a shit? Who gives a shit about this guy?
right.
Just get rid of him. Just trade him.
Okay.
Right?
Mhm.
And I kept telling you, no, that's not the way it works. You got to wait till you get a deal. No, fuck that. Get rid of him. Fuck this guy.
You're not
This and
wrong.
that. And you're like, and then, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Like, and this is why. This is why you wait.
Mike was the most patient one with it. I don't like me.
Good for you!
Me and Sean have talked about it. That
It worked out.
Yes.
I really like.
Right now it worked out.
I really like the Kings offer, like supposed offer. I really like that.
Yeah, we don't know if it was true or not. That's
Right,
the thing.
right.
We don't know.
But it's so funny, dude, because the way you initially reacted to it is the way I'm feeling now. It's funny. When it first happened, I felt like I loved it. You kept Maxey and Feigl,
Right.
like,
Which is big.
and then you heard all this like the Seth Curry stuff, and like I posted it earlier. Like, it's not Steph. He averaged 14 points a game.
And he was struggling.
Right. Like,
And he can't play defense.
right. So like if you're so that up in defense, I need more than 14 points from you.
Mhm.
Like that issue with that trade. Let me ask a question. But I hear everything going
Yeah,
on.
yeah.
I hear you guys getting excited. Like losing Drummond. That's a problem.
That's
It's
one of my
it's a
concerns.
problem for right now.
Right.
They have an opportunity with the buyouts.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you two names from last year.
Well, first of all, Millsap right now will fill in for now.
Right.
There.
He's 6'8", so he's not. Two names. After the Nets traded for James Harden, name the two centers that they got in the buyout.
Aldridge
And Blake Griffin.
and Blake Griffin.
Mhm.
I'll take them both.
Well,
I'll take them
but,
both.
But that's my point. Like, you sat there and you're like, man, the Nets just gave up their whole team for this. There's no way that they're going to be competing.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, the buyout market came in there like, they got Blake Griffin, they got
Right.
Marcus Aldridge. You're like, what the fuck is this? Like,
and,
how
Blake,
did
and Blake Griffin was like rejuvenated. Like,
Right.
he ain't played that good in 7 years.
That's what I see happening with the
There's
Sixers
another
right
point I
now.
want to make.
And
Like,
that's why.
like Joel Embiid's a center, correct?
Yes.
What about the guy they just drafted?
Paul Reed. I do think with any interim with Paul Millsap. Paul Millsap's at the most going to give you 10, 11 minutes. So you need
I don't know
another.
much about Millsap.
Well, and that's all you. I mean, well,
You
I don't
need
know
like
if- I don't know
another-
if-
you
I
know,
don't know if
he's
he's giving
6'8".
you that.
He's a power.
I don't think he's giving you
You're
that.
going to need
I think
5, 6, 7 minutes out of Paul Reed. a game.
Rob Velvis of the Rob V Show said this is the best trade the Sixers have made since 1983.
Oh, Moses.
Malone, absolutely. I completely agree with
Well,
that.
I mean, this is really the first.
I'm sorry. I
Think about it. This is probably the first
This is the best trade in Philadelphia, he's saying?
No,
No,
the
since
best
1983
Sixers
for
trade.
Sixers.
Oh, all right.
because the Sixers there, you had Dr. J who needed help, and they
Right,
went
right.
out and
Got
got
to the
Moses.
finals twice, lost to the Lakers both
Yeah.
times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they needed that extra little hump, that bona fide great supporter for Dr. J, and it's kind of similar here.
Mhm.
Jimmy
This is-
Butler
this
was,
is
was
still-
close.
Yeah.
If
They
he
just-
would have stayed, like, the
Yeah, the
fucker that's in
they,
Brooklyn
but
now,
you know what the thing is? The thing is they were a quadruple doink
away from going
away
to the
from
finals.
winning it because
Yeah.
Toronto said afterwards, they're like, dude, the Sixers were the toughest team we played by far. They destroyed the rest of that.
Yeah, that was the year the Warriors were all hurt, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So anybody was beating them that. Yeah, like
Warriors.
So and you guys sports fans, life, and to you, What was the best trade that was made in Philadelphia sports? Because there's been a lot.
I'll tell you what mine was.
Go ahead.
Roy Halladay.
I can't. That's one of the ones I'm thinking of, Mike. And that was.
I got two off the top of my head.
How about you, Sean?
Best trade.
To you as a sports fan in Philadelphia.
Go ahead. I gotta think here.
Herschel Walker.
I was going to say Herschel Walker.
Now, see, I'm going to say Terrell Owens. Terrell Owens.
No, they didn't. It's just like the excitement of that trade. Though.
Terrell Owens is a good one.
Terrell Owens.
That's a good one. Eric Lindros.
You went to the Super Bowl with Owens, and he gave you one of the most fun, most entertaining seasons in Eagles history.
Yeah.
We were down Florida. You and I were down. We were down Clearwater when that trade happened.
Really?
Yeah, it was on.
Remember originally the report was he got traded to Baltimore?
Yeah.
Well, and that was the thing because it was the they had to take that to court.
Yeah,
and it got ruled.
And CEO was like, I'm not going to Baltimore.
Yeah, it was reversed, and basically that he became an Eagle. We were down in Florida when it happened. We were like, what? When I came home, I worked in the city, and that one building, the Pico building, the one with the marquee that goes around, we got TO. I'll never forget that. That was pretty awesome.
Do you remember the press conference with him and Andy Reid? When Andy Reid was talking and he said his name, and Terrell was like, no, that's not how you say it.
Yeah. It's Terrell.
Yeah.
Remember the first play of the preseason game?
Yeah. It was against Cincinnati.
Yeah,
it was against Cincinnati, ironically.
Oh, wow.
But anyway.
First play.
Yeah, see, Lindros, though, the problem with the Lindros trade is that the guys you gave up are Hall of Famers also, and they won 2 cups. Right. So I can't
John
go.
LeClaire.
I can't go with it. John LeClaire, Eric Desjardins trade was good.
Was that was during that was the Forsberg thing, right?
Yeah,
Well,
we traded
That was the Lindros trade.
Yeah, we didn't know that. Like, we had just drafted Forsberg. We didn't know he was going to be that good.
Yeah.
No, and Lindros had a really good career here. Really good.
Man, that
he was a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, so like
that leads in a Doom line.
But you didn't win a cup.
Right.
Dude.
But I think LeClaire Desjardins was a steal.
Mm-hmm.
That was a great trade.
Wait, another one just Steve Carlin.
Was that a trade though?
Yeah. Yeah, we traded
with
St.
the
Louis.
Cardinals. Yeah, okay. All right.
What about
Were we
Cliff Lee?
born for that though?
Huh?
Were you? Do you remember that?
He was a little.
I mean, I don't remember when it happened. I thought this was just like greatest trades in Philadelphia history.
I don't know. I forget. Gary was the one. Yeah.
Oh, all right. Like, I'm sorry, got a little confused there. I got you.
Oh, it's all right.
So,
How drunk are you? You pretty drunk?
it was a worm.
Better in them than on them.
Mike, who are yours?
Well, I said Halladay.
Okay.
I mean, that was the one that came to mind when you said Owens. That those are the ones that I got really excited about.
Hunter Pence.
Jason Peters.
Jason Peters, yeah.
I mean, that's
but were you excited when it happened?
Yeah, I was definitely.
That's a trade that paid off.
Yeah,
It's a trade that paid off, but I mean, I remember us giving up a first-round pick for him. He's a converted tight end. Is he? He wasn't all pro at the time.
No, he wasn't, but like
he's already a pro. He was already
he was. He went to a Pro Bowl with
But Jason Peters, at the time
I thought it was Buffalo.
or Buffalo. He went to a Pro Bowl with them.
With Buffalo, yeah, he was already a Pro Bowl.
At the time when the Eagles traded for him, he was in the top 5 at that position. Top 5.
Oh,
But
yeah.
Jason Peters wasn't a class when the Eagles
No.
traded for him. He was one of the top 5 at that position.
Yeah. I remember being really excited about that trade.
I'll tell you another trade that I was excited about. It didn't work out, but I was excited about it. Andrew Bynum.
Oh yeah, I agree with that.
Oh,
Well, let's go from one of the worst to hopefully what's one of the best. And
Ilya Brizgalov.
your feelings,
I was excited about
your
it.
feelings about this trade here, about
Harden.
Harden.
Jersey.
Did you really?
Yeah.
You had a British jersey?
Yeah.
Oh, you were not. Oh,
Another feat of death.
I still ready to play. Give me call. You're paying me anyway.
Fucking guy. Another feat of
I train with Arnold.
I'm afraid of bear.
We are two
Bear
wild,
Forest.
crazy guys.
That's
They
fine.
call eyeball. Yeah, I here to blow you up.
Look at you
Right.
with your fucking 48% body fat and you scrawny little bastard.
He fucking that guy. All right, so James Harden, your feelings right now as you stand.
I'm
because-
not the biggest NBA fan, but all
You're going to be trolling a little bit, but
yes, you're 100% right, Mike. I will tune in now.
Oh, you're going to be tuning in. I said you were going to be trolling, but okay.
I'll be looking.
No, he's going to check it out.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, I will.
All right.
All right, so
You got a superstar.
all right, so
here.
the way I feel about the trade right now, they did the best to maximize the small window they have with Joel Embiid.
I got a question for Sean, but go ahead.
That's how I feel about it right now. That was with the situation they were in. This was the absolute best they could do.
Okay.
You can't hate it.
No. I do have concerns.
All right. So, Sean, you said if they don't win a championship this year or next year,
Yes.
it's a failure.
Yes.
I agree.
He's not
Okay.
wrong.
So, if it's a failure, what would they have done in its place that would have, like you could say, it's a failure because I should have did this? What else could they have done that would, like, is it?
Oh, he's got a
Yeah.
great point.
Yeah, we're good.
No, I hear it. Like I like the fact that they got James. Let me just preface this by saying this. I like the fact that they get James Harden. It makes this team better. I look at it though, saying because they're going all in here, right? If you made the other trade, you weren't going all in. You were just making a trade to possibly make your team stronger and contend. I don't know if it gets to that point.
Oh,
All
all right.
So if that Kings deal was a real deal,
And what was the Kings deal again?
so
Halliburton?
it was Healed, Halliburton, and 2 first picks,
Okay.
right? And it didn't work out. So we don't know if that's even a true
But
trade.
the biggest
But
question,
that's
Say
what was
what?
proposed.
but the biggest question is if that was true and the Sixers didn't go for it, if it looked like they were going to sign Harden in the offseason anyway, imagine you make that trade and then you sign James Harden.
Right.
All right.
You're in a lot better shape in 2023.
All right. So
But
my point
Then you're
is,
throwing away.
no, hold on.
This year you're probably not
Maybe you're
winning.
not. Maybe you're not because the thing with this is, and I read an article in Sportsline. It's a lot harder to get Harden in the offseason.
Harden would have been here. He would have come here.
no, if you waited, your chances to land him drop 40%.
But it's not just that, but it's the signing, like to clear the cap space to sign him next year is a lot harder than trading for him this year because you get the bird rights
Right.
for the signing next year,
Right.
and you could go over the cap. Next year, you would have had to have given up Harris.
Right. Well, let's
Okay.
let's talk
But
about
okay though. Say you got Halliburton, you got Buddy Hield, you got the 2 first-round picks. You what were we giving up? Ben Simmons and it would have probably been Thibault.
I don't remember what it was.
It was something along that line,
But
right?
again,
Okay.
we're all
But
going by
say-
hearsay because we don't know what.
Right, but I'm just like
I don't
to get
know.
back to the foot. But if they had Halliburton, they have Buddy Hield, they got the 2 first-round picks, and you traded Simmons and Thibault. Like, why wouldn't you be in position to sign James Harden?
Because you still have to give up Harris.
Why?
Because you don't.
But
have
even
a-
if you give him up, you've
Okay.
still got
They want
that.
it because the Simmons contract's off your books.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. No, because
No,
in
because of
in
the way the
all
NBA is
season-
set up. Right.
In the all season, you needed to clear cap space. You needed to clear both Simmons and
There probably would have had to have been another team involved or something like that.
right. They would have needed to trade.
would it have
they
been
would have needed to
terrible?
traded.
Would it have been terrible if they signed Harden and you lost Harris with what they would have gained in the Kings trade?
But now
Buddy Hield
I
is
think
better
you're-
than
But I
Harris.
think you're better off.
You think Buddy Hield's better than Harris?
yes.
Oh, I don't.
here it comes.
Yeah.
Not even close. Here it goes.
I think Harris is.
I mean,
probably
but it's not worlds. It's not worlds behind it, dude.
Buddy Hield's a
Harris,
three-point shooter.
and Harris struggles to play defense, and he's inconsistent offensively.
I think Harris plays much better defense than Hield. I don't think. that
Yeah,
Harris,
but what I'm saying, my point there, Mike, is like the difference is negligible. Like
I think it's
like
more
it's-
than negligible.
like it's not like Harris is here and Hield's here. It's more like this, dude.
I got a
pass the ball,
Joe.
I mean,
Well, we're
got
doing
a
all
basketball.
top.
yeah, all right. We'll table that.
table that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, I mean,
Rob said we're smoking some good shit. The Kings deal was a joke. Well, these guys are on edibles, so. There's that.
well, there you go.
So I'm not saying I would have. I'm not saying I would have preferred that deal over this. I just think that I think I wouldn't have been upset if they made that deal and couldn't make this deal at the time, because I think your team would have been a little more balanced. Your bench would have been better.
When Harden
My
wasn't out,
my concern now is your bench, as we sit right now, your bench is very weak.
The bench is not good enough to get to the final.
No, and you're top heavy. But we'll get to that. Could be fixed and that could be addressed. And there's going to be some names out there that say we can't come to the parade.
We'll be
I'm
front
coming,
and center. Front
No,
center.
so I forget my train of thought was, but
The Kings trade, like.
well, no, not even that. What about the buyouts? They can go out and get some guys for the buyouts. You can fill out that bench like the Nets did last year. But in general, you don't use the bench in the playoffs. Sure, you do. Have you seen Doc Rivers manage a game? He goes to the bench as much as he does in the regular season.
Yes.
Your backup center is going to be playing 10 minutes a game like you did last year.
He's going to have to.
That's just the way it is.
Yeah, but you know what? You could stagger. You at least always now defensively is a problem, but you always can either have Harden or Embiid on the court.
Mm-hmm.
You're always going to have scoring.
Right, and you'll have Harris out there still.
You definitely should have at least one of the three on the court at all times.
They still need more.
Harris,
They need-
Embiid, and Harden. One of them three should be on the court at all times.
Yeah, but Harris on the court's not going to be enough.
But it's something like when he puts the whole bench in, who's going to score?
Right, and I know the bench, and Rob's got a point. The bench shrinks. Their minutes shrink in the playoffs.
It does. Sure it does.
Not with
But-
Doc.
Shrinking.
No, they do. In the playoffs, it does a little bit. Well, I mean, I don't know.
He still uses a 9-man rotation. In
Playoffs.
playoffs,
Yeah, last year he still had an 8
Yeah.
or 9 man rotation last year, which was infuriating. It was like,
Yes.
it's the playoffs. What the fuck are you doing? But I don't know. It's just so here's another thing. I just want you guys to kind of chill on for a second. We've also, and I'm just playing devil's advocate here. Again, I like the fact that James Harden is a 76er. I'm just making that loud and fucking.
I don't want
This
to
is
be that
me.
guy.
This is me every
I don't
other
wanna be
fucking
that
time.
Listen, man. Listen, last year they tried to get him, and they would have had to give up more.
A lot more.
Yeah, a lot more.
And they wanted him here,
Yes.
but now he's here and didn't give up. They didn't.
Yeah.
They
No.
really
Ultimately,
didn't give up much.
I don't give a fuck about the picks.
Right.
Those picks are worthless. Honestly, he said I never heard more people complain about backup players in my life.
Well,
But-
losing Drummond is an issue.
It's an issue right now. It
Right.
will be addressed.
I
I'm
don't
not
think
worried.
it will be in 2
I'm not
weeks.
even worried. I'm not worried
Well,
about the
right,
picks.
right now, losing Drummond's a problem.
Right.
I'm not worried about losing Seth Curry, especially when you're getting Harden back.
Yeah, I said,
I'm not worried about using Drummond.
I'll
I'm
say
not.
it one more time. It's Seth. It's not Steph. He averaged 14 points a game.
All right.
And was
But-
one of the top 10 worst defensive players.
Right.
But I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
Yeah, all right.
We've seen this story before with James Harden. He's been paired up with these guys, and he's been told, "This is the best duo in the NBA." It's Harden and Russell Westbrook. That's the best duo in the NBA. It's Harden and Chris Paul. That's the best duo in the NBA. It's Harden and Kevin Durant. That's the best duo in the NBA.
Oh,
And
he
he's gotten
hasn't.
fucking nothing. Okay,
Right.
so now
Zilch.
it's Harden
Zilch.
and Embiid with the team that we have concerns about. With their bench, they have a very short bench on a team with a coach who likes to use his bench. The shooting, you lost some outside shooting with Curry. Yes, you gained some with Harden, and you're going to have probably the best pick and roll offense in the league.
Hell yeah, how's it not?
So
All right.
I just want to throw that out there.
So now I got this question up in the air, Sean. Like, is Harden a me guy? I mean, in Houston,
He's
Yes, he's a me guy.
He is a
Houston
me
forced.
guy.
He
I don't
forced.
care.
Yeah,
Let's
I
make
agree.
the point. Let's make the point. In Houston, he forced himself out. And New York forced himself out. Will he do that here?
All right, so
I'm sorry, Mike.
go on. Yeah, no, I'm just All right, so he was in Houston for a lot.
8 years.
he carried that team for a long time by
before he
himself.
finally. And then last year, yes, he went to Brooklyn. Brooklyn became a mess, especially with Kyrie and the
That
vaccination.
big three played 16 games together.
Right. And they went 13-3 in the 16 games, which is the other point that. So And you brought up, oh yeah, the pairings of it. Like, all right, so he played with Durant in Oklahoma City. That was early in their career.
Durant.
You can't say him and Westbrook was a great pairing. Westbrook can't win with anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah, but you didn't know that at the time. Russell Westbrook was averaging a triple. But you
didn't know that about Harden at the time. Right now, like
everyone looked at that duo and said this is a great duo.
Right, but like look what to the point. Like everywhere Westbrook goes, like look at the Lakers.
I know Westbrook's. I can't.
Look at the Lakers. He went to LA and they suck.
Right. And I've always liked. I always liked James Harden. I think he's a great player. He's one of the best players to ever play the game. He's one of the greatest offensive players to ever play in the NBA.
Now, is your team better now with Harden?
Chris Paul's a good argument
without Simmons.
but
That
it's
is a
two
good
guards.
argument.
But they're two guards, and Chris Paul is in a perfect situation in Phoenix.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think that it was as good of a situation for him.
Agreed. He's surrounded by shooters and playmakers. So all he has to do is facilitate it.
Rob said, "I'm going to hit." Rob Elvis, Rob Show said, "I'm going to head over to Delilah's with James while you guys keep complaining about this." Randy Faulkner.
No, James did not. Harden's with AI and this.
Yeah.
Blunt.
Yeah, I love him.
And I don't care. I do not care.
Randy Faulkner chimes in. He says Ben Simmons did the same thing Harden did, but it was worse. Absolutely, 100% loosely.
You're talking about front draw. We ain't going to front draw. We're going to Delilah's. What you mean by front draw?
TJ Fridays.
Did
popcorn
Houlihan's.
the Nets probably did well in this trade too. I think that
the Nets got better.
Ben Simmons might be better suited for the Nets than James Harden
because he's not even number 2 option on that team.
No, that guy.
Kevin Durant, Kyrie, or the first 2
Well,
options?
Kyrie's there.
When Kyrie plays half the games.
Yeah.
So someone tweeted at him this today and said, so now you got Ben Simmons, is going to change your mind and get the shot? And he wrote, nah. He wrote back and said, nah. And then someone wrote, thanks for answering my question. And then he said something about quitting on the team. And he responded, who the fuck are you? that was the end of the conversation. So Kyrie's like, nah. Fuck you.
Nah.
No, I mean, look,
He thinks the earth is flat.
But I tell you what, though. He's standing by what he believes in, and you got to respect
You
him.
got to commend him for that. I agree.
Yeah, you got to respect
but what does he believe in? Because he doesn't.
I think he just believes in rebellion.
Yeah, because I mean, he's not even like anti-vax. He's
he's just anti
He
organization.
He is anti everything.
He is. He's just a douche. He's just a douchebag.
Yeah.
I ain't getting that vaccination. Which way to the bank?
Yeah,
I'm still getting my check.
That's it. He's there for a
You got my
paycheck.
check?
Yeah.
That's it.
Gary, by the way, we got to do your movie review tonight. We're going to do Jackass. Sound good?
He fell asleep during most of it.
That's why it's going to be great.
Yeah, what about fucking
Watch Fight Club?
yeah.
We already did that.
No, we didn't. We were supposed to.
Oh, yeah. All right. We'll do that then. It was from 2
You
weeks
talk
ago.
about a complete mind fuck.
Yeah, we'll do that tonight. All right, cool.
All right. So anyway, so this is a complete. We talked about it. This is a complete role reversal. I'm all in.
Mhm.
I think they meet the Suns in the championship. I don't know how that goes, but I think that they make the finals. It's a star-driven league. You got to start.
Yes.
You got to start.
And Beats having a.
Yeah.
You got two. He's the best player in the world right now.
He's,
I
dominate, but I had double, 8 minutes left in the first.
That's all great. But do you guys not see a soft tissue injury coming?
No,
Come on, man. What are you,
Like, why do you do that?
What the fuck you
Like,
doing?
what the fuck? You're the biggest pessimist I've ever met.
No, he's not. He's a pessimist with the Sixers because he doesn't like basketball.
no.
But he's the biggest optimist when it comes to the Eagles. Eagles are going to
Yeah,
the
like he has
fucking
blind
year.
optimism with the
And the
Eagles.
Flyers.
Like, to a point where I almost envy it.
Yeah.
Like
And the
complete
Flyers.
opposite
The
of-
Flyers haven't won in 35 years.
45.
45 years, and every year he's like, Stanley Cup this year. You guys waiting.
He's gonna win
I'm going to
500.
be right one of these years. 1 out of 50s. 1 out of 50 ain't bad.
But so where I'm at, I'm probably right where Sean is. I'm not as high as Mike is for the concerns that Sean
Yes,
said.
you are. You're higher than Mike right now.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna win 4 in a row. So
4, 4, 4.
4 for 4, yo. We're winning it all, yo. So
You know, Mark said, "Run the basketball." Said Gabby.
So I have concerns again. The backup center, the bench, but I also, like I said, I believe the concerns will be fulfilled. Like,
So
they're not like they know. If
Well,
we see it, they know.
let's
They're
talk
not
about the bench, though.
how they're constructed right now. They are not good enough to get to the final.
Let's talk about the bench.
What bench?
Backup corner or backup point guard and a backup center. Is that enough?
If they're good ones, if they're good ones, like if you give me Robin Lopez,
That was fucking freaking me out. I thought you had an
Yeah.
alley cat.
it's a
I thought
picture
you had an
frame.
alley cat.
It's a picture frame.
Fucking right, no pussy.
So if you get Robin Lopez, that's the one in Milwaukee, right?
Yeah, Robin Lopez, George Lopez, and Robin Thicke.
There you go. There you
Then
go.
you round out
You
your
can tour
bench.
the country with it like a family type
Yeah.
band. Straight up.
I haven't seen hard to buy at market, but I guarantee you that.
They should have more
there's
than across the board.
Hey, hey,
backup
hey.
point guard
Yes, you need a
Hey,
point
hey,
guard
hey.
and a backup center.
and a backup center.
Hey,
Yeah,
And then your bench is all right.
yeah.
You got Millsap play a couple minutes. You got
So Danny
Danny Green
Green.
play a couple minutes. Danny Green is off the bench.
hey.
Shake Milton's been hurt. He'll come back and play a little bit.
I think you can do better than Shake though.
Okay.
Robin Lopez and a veteran point guard.
Hey, hey, hey.
Just want to get nasty.
Come on, get at
Hey,
me.
hey.
What the fuck's going on over here, Al?
Robin Thicke. Robin Thicke.
What are we doing? I haven't heard one of his songs.
You have.
Yes, you have. You did a hey, hey, hey song.
Hey, 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 song.
With Emily, the hot chick with the big motto with the big shit.
Hey.
Okay,
We'll close out the show with it.
You know that song that he's talking
I
about.
do.
I got the
Yeah, you know it. And he stole.
Blurred
And he stole.
lines.
Yeah, blurred lines. And he stole the thing from
Isn't he that guy?
Marvin Gaye.
Yes, you did.
And Marvin Gaye's estate sued him, and he tried saying it wasn't. And you hear the song side by side, you're like, he totally stole it.
Is that the guy with the really nice hair?
Yeah.
He's, what's his
Alan
name?
Thicke's dad.
Alan Thicke's son.
Son.
Yeah.
Son.
It's his dad.
Yeah, it's his dad. My dad is younger than my son.
Fucking Benjamin Button.
Yeah, that's it.
It's fucking Benjamin Button over here.
He starts to come and then he pulls out.
I stuck in your ass 3 days ago. No, it wasn't.
So-
2 weeks ago.
I don't know. Like
Hey.
I'm better about everything than I was yesterday. I think.
Am I talking to you? Am I helping you up a little bit?
No. No. Honestly, I was already before I went to bed last night. I kind of sat and thought about it. And, yeah, I played with myself for a little bit. You know. So and I felt better, and I looked at everything and went, all right, I get what they're doing here. Joel Embiid has a very small
He's got like 3 years, maybe.
at this level.
Yeah.
He's going to play for longer, but he's got 3 really peak. Like he's in his peak right now.
Yeah.
You remember the article I wrote? I'm sorry, I know you're trying to, but the article I wrote a few weeks ago about are the Sixers wasting Joel Embiid? Well, now I can't say that because they went out and got someone.
Right.
Because
You can't fault the Sixers if this doesn't work.
because my feeling was that Tobias Harris is not the Robin to Embiid's Batman.
No.
But the biggest
He
winner,
could be Alfred.
the biggest winner of this whole deal is Tobias Harris.
Absolutely.
He's the biggest winner.
Absolutely. He's going to be where he should be, your third option.
Right.
He's going to
Maybe the fourth.
With Max. Yeah. He might flourish, dude.
Then he have like,
This is what he had with the Clippers.
then he
Yeah.
have his
Yeah, dude, that's a good fucking point. And the Clippers are where he was at his best. I'm sorry,
I
guys.
can't get a word in edgewise.
Go ahead.
Like Tobias Harris, when he was with Doc before, was that where he got the best of him?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
the Clippers. That's what Sean just meant. Yeah. That's where. Yeah, he averaged like.
Where's that been?
He's actually done better.
He's averaging 222. Like he's doing all right. He's averaging good.
And he's a max player, though, isn't he?
That's not his fault. And not his fault.
Perhaps the other way, Mr. Williams.
He's just so
That's
he's a
Tobias
max
Harris.
player.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a max player.
He's Alfred.
Exactly. And there's nothing wrong with that.
It's Batgirl.
You can, Catwoman. Like, you know what I mean? Straight up.
Alley, another alley cat.
Fucking right in the pussy.
So the Nets win the championship.
Wow. If what?
If everybody's healthy last year, the
Oh,
Nets
they
win the
win. Yeah,
championship.
they probably win.
So
I
why should
think
the
so.
Sixers win the championship? I understand that they're not. I understand that Embiid and
They only
Durant
got 2, dude. But like last year with the Nets, they had 3 of them.
they had 3, but does
They only got
Harris
2.
does Harris and Maxey?
No.
They're not Kyrie.
No.
Well, Kyrie's.
On the Sixers, never
is
step
Kyrie.
closer.
Yeah, dude, when Kyrie's on, Kyrie's the. I'm not going to say that. Kyrie's
He's
the
the
top
top
3
point
point guard.
guard. Yeah.
He could do it all.
When he decides.
When he decides to play, he could do it all.
But it's not
Here's the thing.
decided.
So Mike had a point about Harden though, coming to this team and being refreshed.
I totally agree.
Because he's been rested all year because he hasn't given it.
Right, and dude, bottom line, like you have to look
But I
at
mean,
this.
how can you be professional and not give your all though? I
But
mean,
you
that's not
gotta-
concerning.
It is a concern.
But this, like Harden also
He'll be
knows.
refreshed now, though. He's going to be professional and refreshed for this year.
I agree. Like with like Gary mentioned it earlier, like him wanting out of here, wanting out of there, wanting out of, like that's a concern. But in Houston, we are talking about earlier, he carried that franchise for 8 years. It didn't work. He wanted to move on. He wanted a ring. So now he's got an opportunity to go to a super team, which is what the NBA's turned into.
But the Nets weren't.
That's what
That's
I'm
what
saying.
he's talking about.
So he
That's
got
why
out,
the
so he got out of Houston and he went to the Nets. Right. Like Kyrie Irving's a head case. He's nuts. He's out of his mind. So that didn't work. Kevin Durant is starting to become the guy that can't stay healthy. So it fell apart. He's late in his career. He's had a monster career. Monster career. He wants a ring. Bottom line. So he wanted out of Brooklyn. Like it didn't work. Like he just wants a ring. So I think that
I don't
was
even
what
give a
his-
shit why he wanted out.
Right.
Clearly, he wanted out.
right. So, like that's what I think it is. He wants a ring.
Right.
He gets a ring. He's solidified. He's probably one of the top 3 offensive players ever.
Right. So my point next is, what is this Daryl Morey with his connection to Harden and his love for Harden? Is that why he's here? Or is it because
Part of it.
Morey believes that let's bring Harden here, he takes us to the next level?
I think it's both. I
he
mean,
gets us to where we need to be. He takes us past the second round.
Yeah, I mean he's familiar with him. He knows what kind of guy he is on a personal level. You know what I mean?
And he's never had a problem under Daryl Morey.
Never. He
No.
never. Not. Yeah, but you never heard anything like a bad story about him anyway.
it's on the list.
Hold on.
2 years.
Let's just say this out loud again. James Harden is a Philadelphia 76.
Absolutely
Yeah.
right. Why are we defending it? Why are we defending
Because
it?
that's how we do.
Fuck the
That's how
pessimistic.
we do.
The pessimistic city of
No,
Philadelphia.
so we're not being pessimistic.
No, we're making.
No,
we're trying to
not
make
being-
everybody's point from.
And no
everybody.
one has come out tonight and said, I don't like this trade. We're not being pessimistic. We're trying to take a cautious.
I'm the only one that's throwing caution to the wind, which is crazy. Again,
Yeah.
Trying to take a cautious outlook on this. There are concerns here. Let's look at it from a full angle. Let's not. Not everybody could be boom, boom, rah, rah. Let's,
Rah, Cisco Bob.
All right. Yeah. So let's address the elephant in the room there. Like,
It's at my poker face. Rah, rah,
and I hate to even say it, but Joel hasn't had an extended injury this year. He usually does every year.
Well, now you just ruined it.
Oh,
I know, but I'm sorry. That's one of my concerns.
I mean, to be fair,
To be fair,
You know what I mean?
yeah, but I mean, you can't.
to be fair,
Okay.
not
Okay, I mean, it's possible, but I mean, you can't.
poke her in the
You
face.
can't not make the trade because of it.
No, that's not a concern of making the trade.
You know
That's a
what?
concern of it working.
The other thing, what if he gets hurt this year? What if it's an injury that puts him out the next year? And what if there's an injury to James Harden?
that can happen any
Next year.
Then
day.
your season's over.
Right, that
So
can
Your
happen
season's
any
over.
day,
They
any night.
go the draft pick, and your potential lottery pick or top 3 pick next year goes to the Nets. That's the worst case scenario.
Yeah, right.
That's
Like,
the worst
like
case
any,
scenario.
any player can come on the court and roll an out.
Right. I mean,
Oh, and can we just to the other side of this real quick? Just real quick. Again, let's cheers that fucking Ben Simmons is gone.
Yes.
We don't have to deal with that fucking crybaby asshole anymore.
Who?
Yeah. So, I cannot wait. First of all,
He finally got sand out of his vagina.
I cannot wait.
Not playing. He is not playing March 10th. He
No, he will not play.
He
No.
will not play. If
No,
he comes
he'll
back
have a
before then, if he comes, he may not play before then.
His hamstring will be
Yeah,
strained.
it'll be a stomach
Yeah,
virus.
something-
It'll be
I
his
don't feel
back
so good.
acting up.
Yeah.
He will not play.
Yeah.
It's funny how his mental illness just went away all of a
His
sudden.
tan-
Did he say it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
he reported.
He called there in. I'll be there tomorrow. Like this is on. Let's
Yeah.
keep going.
Yeah,
Like
But
his,
yet-
like his tampon finally dried out.
but yeah, and we're not making light of mental illness. Like I don't
No,
want to say
but
that.
he is.
It's not
but
making
he-
light of
but
it.
he is. This is a fucking fraud case from the start. And I can tell you when the Sixers said you have to here are our doctors. Here's a list of our doctors, and he said no, I'm not using your doctors because he wasn't fucking seeing anybody. He wasn't seeing anybody.
Well,
he
he was.
was. He's sitting in a fucking jacuzzi in LA
Yeah, he
somewhere.
was paying a doctor to say certain things. Like
He wasn't seeing anybody. Why not use the Sixers doctor? They're your employer.
He was a fake.
Use them.
All right, we've already spent too much time on it.
Yeah,
No,
right.
no,
But
we
I
haven't.
can't
Fuck
wait.
him. We
I
gotta talk
can't
about
wait. He thinks it was fucking tough here.
Dude,
Is
New
that-
York media,
Is that
like it's
frozen?
Brooklyn.
We got to take them out, dude.
Oh, they're frozen.
Oh yeah, those beers are frozen.
That's perfect.
Maybe I will have another beer. No, I'm good. That media in New York is going to eat Ben Simmons alive. They are going to eat him alive.
Right,
And
especially if he's
They're
got a
gonna
weak
stay- they're gonna
spine.
stay frozen in the fridge.
And again, I'm not making light of the mental illness thing. If he legitimately had it, fine. Then we're all wrong and it's egg on everyone's face, right? But everyone's calling this out. Everybody knows it's bullshit.
I mean,
No, I mean just the way that it went down.
but that was the problem.
Yeah, the
Listen,
way he handled it was bullshit.
everything was coming out in the media. This one has mental illness. This one's being treated for mental illness. And listen, I'm not trashing mental illness. So in his head, I'm going to use this.
I feel like he used it.
I'm not,
Oh,
I'm
absolutely
not
used
going
it.
back to play to Philadelphia. I got some mental issues going on here. And in all honesty, we don't know if he's faking it. We don't know if he does have a problem in his head. So, listen, I'm glad he's gone, but let's not trash him if he does have a mental illness. We don't know.
Yeah, we do.
I still burned his fucking jersey. Fuck him.
So all right, so here, you know
Welcome.
what?
Steady that he had one.
Yeah,
now all of a sudden-
Fuck him.
Before we move
Fuck him
on,
right in the eye.
Fuck him in the eye.
Right in the eye.
Pluck his eye out and skull fuck him.
Exactly.
You don't need moist because it's already juicy.
The point guard in Brooklyn is a whore. He's a whore.
I can't claim that I came up with this, but let me set a
Can't fuck
scenario
him in
for
his
you,
eye because it's
right? So he doesn't play March 10th. We know that's happening.
No, he ain't. But he has to step foot on. He has to step foot on a Philadelphia court again.
Right.
He has
In
to.
the playoffs.
Let's say they meet in the playoffs.
I hope they do.
Let's say they meet in the playoffs.
I
Let's
do.
say it's the third quarter. Let's say he's failed. Let's say he clanks a first foul
I'm
shot.
gonna fucking win these
The
things.
frosty freeze out
damn.
is going to be going crazy
Like you
with
guys,
him on
you
the
guys are
second
just flat
shot.
out looking to humiliate the guy.
Fucking right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking
Could you
right.
imagine? Is
Why?
it ever going to be louder than the
Why?
frosty freeze out?
No,
Than
you
the
really have to
frost-
explain that again, bro. Come
Like,
on.
like, just don't completely humiliate him. You
Why?
Whoa,
Fuck him.
whoa, whoa.
Look what he did to
What he
us.
did to the city, what he did to the fans, what he did to the
can't. I'm
organization.
not saying don't.
Everyone
hate
who
him.
went out and bought his
I'm not
jersey.
saying
I know.
don't hate
listen.
him, Sean, but you can't go out of your way to humiliate him.
No,
No, he's
yes,
gonna
you
humiliate
can.
himself.
What would you do to Carson Wentz?
Listen, man. Listen.
What would you do to Carson Wentz? What would you do to Carson Wentz?
What kind of person does that make you if you go out of your way?
What would you do to Carson Wentz? You didn't answer the
Are
question.
you serious? You're the moral judge now?
What would you do to Carson
The
Wentz?
shit that you said you've done, the shit that you would do.
I was a kid.
Carson
I was a
Wentz.
stupid kid.
Carson Wentz.
Yo,
Answer the question.
Hold on.
Answer the question.
He's not a kid. He's 25 years old. He's a grown ass man now.
You got to go there, Mom.
Millions.
Yeah, I
and
gotta go
billions.
there.
That's
Trillions
This is
of dollars.
worse than
Perfect
Carson
scenario.
Wentz.
It's worse
This
than
is
Carson
much
Wentz.
worse than Carson Wentz.
You get pissed off.
He got hurt because a player and the coach didn't quote have his. The only thing that Doc Rivers said was,
I don't know if
is he a championship point guard? And Doc Rivers said, I don't know.
All right.
And then Embiid said something about it should have taken the shot.
All right, so
Those two things put him in a fucking insane asylum.
All right, so I'll take this.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'll take it in another direction. Every one of us sitting here at this panel is a parent. What if that's your child?
It's not my child. Fuck him.
And my child's making
My child wouldn't
My
do
child-
what he did.
my child. I
Fuck
want the problem. You know what? You brought it up. You fucking brought it up. Here we go. You know what? It would be my fucking child because I would have stuck a foot up his ass when he was fucking five.
Straight the
This
fuck up.
motherfucker has never had anybody tell him that he's ever done anything wrong.
Nope.
That's why he's a fucking asshole.
Exactly.
Silver-
Well fucking said.
Silver spoon.
Yeah, well fucking said.
Silver. That's good. Mark.
All right.
Mark that down. He's a silver spoon asshole. Everything was handed to him.
His silver
Mike,
spoon
that's a
should have
great
been
point.
poison.
I'm with you, brother. I got nothing else
That's a
to
good
say.
song.
All right.
Poison Silver Spoon. That's a good song.
So anyway, back to the
Here we
frosted
are.
freeze out. Will this
Face to
building
face.
ever be louder?
Couple of
No,
silver
no, that's
spoons.
gonna be vibrating. That's gonna be electric, dude.
The hell? I just
hold on. One
I
other
can't wait
thing.
for
One
that.
other thing, though. Has there ever been an athlete in Philadelphia or in probably in sports in general
Most hate it.
that will ever get booed more louder than what Ben Simmons is going to receive in Philadelphia?
No.
I can't think of
I-
it.
I mean, there's been a few, but no.
Look who.
Who?
Owens was bad, but not to this extent.
Yeah, but Owens was loved first, Mike.
And
Well,
half the
Simmons
fan
is low.
base,
Simmons is
blamed the Eagles for not
Right.
resigning. It wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah, there isn't a whole lot of people that are taking Simmons' side here.
Nah. Nah.
even when Dallas was in town, Michael Irvin, those years, there were still Cowboys fans in that stadium, right? I hate to say it, but there were.
Right.
Well,
So,
listen, you're talking about Philadelphia fans. Michael Irvin got nailed. He got hit, and now his career was over.
Mhm.
And
And
our
we cheered.
fans were like,
We cheered.
yeah,
We
they
cheered a
cheered.
broken neck. So you think we're not going to try to humiliate
That's all right,
Ben
Mike.
Simmons?
That's right. Michael Irvin said, I got you.
Yeah, you just heard that.
We cheered Michael Irvin breaking his neck, and you think we're not going to humiliate Ben Simmons? Fuck out of here with that, bro. Straight up.
But Ryan, the
No
world,
argument.
the world is.
I don't care what the world is. Fuck Ben Simmons.
The world is different now.
Simmons.
Fuck Ben Simmons.
Don't let the door hit you on the ass, pal.
Listen, guys, I'm not disagreeing with that. But you, and me.
The two Utes.
Do we know
The
if
Utes.
he's got a problem?
Utes.
Do we
Did you say
know-
Utes?
Do we 100% know if he don't have a problem in his head?
I don't care.
He said
But
that
wait
he
a
don't.
second. But wait a
I
second.
don't
Why is he
care.
ready? Why is he ready to play now?
Right. He I don't
How did his
care.
mental
All,
illness
he
go
got
away?
traded, and all of a sudden he's ready to
Right.
play.
Now he's mentally ready to play. Get the fuck out of here with
He
that.
said from the start he'll never play in Philadelphia again.
Exactly.
And then it's, I got there's something wrong with me. He tried to play the mental health card, so he wouldn't get fined.
Right.
Right.
And then he wouldn't see their doctors, so then he got fined because he wasn't following
Right.
protocol, and that's what happened. So it's bullshit. It's all bullshit. Anyway, fuck him. We got James Harden.
Yes. But it isn't, it is the fucking
And-
NBA.
Oh, by the way, Embiid and the beard. Embiid and the beard t-shirts.
Yes.
Oh, buy one, get them.
Check out our website, cornerpubsports.net, and just go on the top. You'll see store. Click on that, and you'll go right to the
Yeah.
store, and you'll see the
Get
shirt
it,
right
man.
there.
Get it.
I'll put it on the
We,
screen.
we even have sizes for the Broly cocksuckers.
Yeah, straight up. Get it, man.
Don't worry if you're a fat fuck. We still got your size.
But Sixers aside, like the NBA, the NBA is a fucking joke. It's a joke.
We've talked about this a lot, and I can't disagree. And the way this, even this deal, it's like
It's
you
a
want out.
joke.
If you want out,
Just complain and say you want out and don't play.
yeah, sign a max contract doesn't matter.
Right.
Do this doesn't matter. Like you're
It's just so the NBA is set up. Just come make your money. Just come make your
super
money.
teams.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just come make your money.
You got places that just you can never, that'll never Sacramento's never going to.
Oh,
not
by the way,
we're almost an hour on the NBA.
by the way,
do we got other stuff to talk about? Or?
No, dude, we talked about Gary. We talked about this. What else? When I asked you what else we had to talk about, you couldn't come up with anything.
Yes, I did.
You came up with one person.
Right.
By the way, James Harden's joining a Sixers team that went 11-3 in January.
Yep.
Yes.
They're already hot.
Yep.
Hopefully, this will
Were they
invigorate.
2 games out of first?
Hopefully, this will invigorate the home crowd
Yeah.
because their home court. I think they're 14-12.
Yeah, that's gotta
That's
change.
weird.
That's
Yeah,
been
it's
a
weird.
That's
They've been like with Embiid, they've been historically good home
Yeah.
team. That's weird.
Listen, man.
Polsky said about Simmons. He's a cunt. Move on.
Yep.
I'm not trying to hate all that, but I mean,
You're bringing it up with the wrong guy, though.
no, okay.
You're bringing it up with the wrong guy. Like, we all feel the way you feel, but you're bringing it up with the wrong guy.
you make me feel.
Because fuck Ben Simmons.
I mean, all right,
You know,
but I mean,
if he gets run over by a car and he no longer exists, okay.
All
I'm
right.
not wishing it.
So
No, I don't wish it.
So those watching,
You're not gonna
so those watching, there's the
You're
new
right.
T-shirt.
If he was on fire, I'm not pissing him.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
Somebody fucked up in the head.
But if he's on fire, I'm not pissing on him.
Well,
But I'm not putting him on fire.
what?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not spraying the flamethrower at
And
him.
what if he's with another guy that's fucked up in the head, lights him on fire? You're not gonna piss on him. Put him
Nope.
No, man, somebody hit
Yeah,
Ben.
speaking of piss,
Yeah,
How
see,
about
somebody hit
How about we
Ben.
help the other guy?
Nope.
So are you trying to say you have to retard the flames? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
Well, Flames or Flames Simmons, somebody's got to be retarded.
Right. I agree with that. Pick your poison.
You know what I mean? And, you know, so fuck them. Fuck them right in the air.
Fuck.
Fuck with my ass, man.
There it is.
Shit.
Well,
The Sixers have put in a lot of capital, a lot of research, and a lot of problems to get in the guy. That's all I'm saying, Ryan. You know what I mean?
I'm excited.
We didn't want to get rid of Simmons.
Right.
He wanted out.
Yeah, you want it out.
Right now, the process is done. So you got to do what you got to do now.
Well, this is the end. This is the end of the process.
Right, no
This
more
trade,
Yeah, my friend.
yes, that this is the trade because the process and the
Process was dead when they lost.
right,
the
but it
Raptors.
ultimately gave you Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons.
Mhm.
That's what it gave you.
Right.
So now you trade Ben Simmons in this trade. It's an all-in with Joel Embiid. If they don't win, the process failed.
Yes, and you have 2 years.
Yep.
In my opinion, Harden opted in for next year. If
That's
they
what you
don't
got.
win the next 2 years,
Oh, wait a minute.
Harden's probably gone.
Yep.
And,
wait a minute.
And you could probably trade Embiid.
Yeah.
I hate to say it, but
But he opted in for next season.
next season, yeah,
But come the summer,
42 million or something.
but
Yeah.
come the summer, he can extend.
Yes.
Right.
Well, I don't know if I'm.
wait a minute.
I don't know if I'm
So
doing that.
let's see what happens in this next 6 months. And the Sixers don't offer to extend. He might be like, I want out.
We'll see. I think they,
Depends on where they're at.
yeah. if
Depends
they-
on where they're at. If they're cruising, they're the number one seed in the East. He's not leaving.
yeah, probably not.
Sixers are going to win this game.
Oh, good.
Oh, good. Good, 'cause it's-
They only Oklahoma's only scored
Oklahoma.
or whoever it is. Oklahoma's only scored 77 points.
Two things.
4 minutes
So
left.
Mike said Oklahoma's only scored 77 points. Sixers going to win tonight. You couldn't hear him all. Off the
Yeah, because tomorrow night, without Harden and Millsap, they're probably going to lose tomorrow.
Yeah, all of a sudden the Cavs.
It comes from Oklahoma.
So we're almost an hour in. I think we can.
Warriors.
All right,
Right, we're good. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So before we
Real
get
quick.
yeah, yeah.
Send it. Grade. Just give it a grade.
B plus.
All right, I'm going to say this. I know when you look at what they gave up, it doesn't sound like a lot. The Nets didn't have leverage in this. They didn't.
Harden
Harden,
did the Sixers.
Listen,
sure they did. They didn't have to make this trade. Harden wanted out of
and he
Brooklyn.
was became almost
The
clear.
Sixers
that
could
he
have just
wanted to
held
sell
on
it.
and just said, "Fuck it, we're going to keep Ben
That's
Simmons."
why, dude. That's
Yeah, but
why.
wait a second. But then they would have wasted Embiid's. They would have wasted this year.
Okay, so then you sign Harden in the offseason, and then you move on, and then you.
Well, I told you it'd be a little bit
All right,
harder.
but,
But
if you
okay.
didn't
But
get,
even
but
so,
if you didn't get Harden this year, were they going to win?
Ryan loves this shit.
no.
Right. So you're not. You wouldn't have been wasting another year of Embiid.
No, I said if you didn't get Harden this year, you would have wasted a year.
So you think this was an all-in or bust? Like if they didn't,
Right. Like if they waited and they went on getting them in the off season,
You would have wasted this year.
okay. I don't know if they win it this year.
yeah, like I'm not. See, I think that's the difference. I'm not where you're at with them right now.
I understand, but
You
I mean,
got them the favorite in the East.
yeah, but you're
I'm not there yet.
okay. But
Boy,
even if
there.
you're not there, they got a shot now.
They had a shot before, in my opinion.
No, you think they had a shot?
Yeah, I think they had a
No,
shot.
I disagree with that.
But I still don't.
You think that they're? You don't think that they're have a much better shot now?
Like
Sure.
I think the way
Sure.
they were
I said
previously,
they're a better team now, but they could have made the Eastern Conference Finals this year.
I seriously doubt that if they didn't make this.
I don't know if they.
Right, I don't know if they do now. I agree with
As
you,
this
Sean.
team's constructed right now,
I don't think they
they're
do.
very top heavy.
Right.
But we'll see.
Well, most teams are very top heavy, though. Most of the good teams are top heavy.
And
I
you
don't
can't
know.
have- you can't-
Milwaukee's got a good bench. Dude.
Milwaukee's pretty solid,
They got,
and their
they got-
roster's flop.
yes, they just got Serge Ibaka.
Yeah.
By the way, Dragic might be bought out.
Really?
Yes. Dragic just got traded, and he's going to be bought out.
The Sixers have to be on that.
It's
That's
going
what I'm talking about. There's going to be buyouts, and every one of them is going to want to play for the Sixers.
Yeah, because it's Harden and the best player in the world, dude.
It's I'm playing with the best player in the world. I look in the mirror, I look at myself.
Yeah, we're gonna go sign Malcolm Bogdan, and then look out, we come. We come.
We're gonna crazy here, motherfucker here.
Yeah, bring it to, bring it to.
Bob.
Anybody want to help me win a championship? Just come on, because we're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded. We're locked and loaded.
Are we be like Jimmy Lynam? Fucking leprechaun.
All right, so I'll get my grade
Yeah.
for the trade.
I'm gonna go B minus.
I'm gonna go A minus. Like that, I'm pretty much the same. I love the fact that they realize like the window you have with Embiid. Like you got 3 years here, tops. Do what you got to do, and I think they did the best.
Why did you turn off the TV?
He's probably trying to go to sleep.
I think they did.
Oh no! You know why? It's early. Never mind.
I think they did the best they could to maximize, to completely maximize their opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving it an A plus. I was between an A and an A plus, going all in to maximize it. There was no better deal that they were going to be able to make.
He wanted a top 25 player.
Right.
He got one.
There was no better deal that they were going to be able to make. He held on to the younger guys. I don't think losing carries much of an impact. A backup center and a guy that wasn't playing. And
so you traded Curry and Drummond
for a top
James Harden.
for a top 15 player.
Right.
And a top 5 scorer.
Yeah.
A plus. I'll give it an A plus. Okay. I'm not saying that the Nets are like an F.
No, the Nets didn't
probably,
go here.
get an A minus or something as well. I think the Sixers won the deal.
I think
because they didn't give up Maxey or Thibault.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think the Nets made out pretty well here too. It just sucks it's an inter division rival.
I think that adds intrigue.
You know what?
It continues the.
Well, I'm glad that piece of shit's going to come here.
Right,
Like,
like
his
continues
is
the
going to
whole,
be
right.
it's
It
gonna
continues
be,
the whole drama of the Ben Simmons.
They're going to
thing.
fail him
Yeah,
constantly.
yeah. If I was the Nets,
Yeah, why'd you turn the TV off?
Turn everything off.
if I was the Nets, I'd bring Ben Simmons out like Hannibal Lecter in a straitjacket, and then smoke coming in. Like that's what I would do, but they won't do that. All right, let's do some while you were drunk, and then we're gonna talk Super Bowl. Sound good?
Yeah, let's do it.
I am not drunk, man. You're trying to make me drunk.
It's time to catch up on some things you may have missed.
Do you think a six-pack is acceptable?
While you were drunk.
I'm drunk and I love cats. What more do you need to know?
All right, here we go. So a lot of things happened the last 2 weeks since we've done a show. We're trying to go through as much as we can, but some of these topics might take a little bit of time here. Tom Brady called it quits. Tom Brady is done from football, so he says.
Allegedly.
How about that? Do Did you think he was actually going to call it quits this year?
I did not.
No, I didn't either. But I felt a little like the way the thing ended. Things ended.
I think he pulls a Brett Favre.
You think he comes back?
Yeah,
I think so too.
Mid-season.
Yeah, I think he signs with a contender. Someone's quarterback goes down, and he left that door open. He did his podcast last week or his show on Sirius and said, never say never.
So you could just say you're retired, you're done, and then just come back because you feel like
he can come back. Yeah.
Although, is he under contract with Tampa?
I don't think so. I think that might have been it. I have to look it up. I think that might have been it.
Him and Rodgers, I don't know.
Pulsey said, "Bye, Brady. Don't let the door hit you in the ass."
Yeah, but
I hated him.
I hate Brady too, but I can't.
Would you not want him on your team?
No, he was only a 1-year deal. So no, he was.
I thought he signed 2 1-year deals.
Yeah, he signed 2 1-year deals. That's it. So he's 45 fucking years old.
He could have been the oldest quarterback to play.
Who was it, Blanda?
The Berg had. It was something about.
I thought it was Blanda.
Blanda was he the
He
punter?
had 27 points and 19 boards.
Wow.
Shit. Yeah. So when you think about Tom Brady, 10 years from now, are you going to still be sour on him?
No.
I'm scared.
Like I'm in the minority, but you know, I love him.
When they beat when the Eagles, you know what helped? That the Eagles beat him.
Tom Brady is the Michael Jordan of football. He's a guy that you hate.
Not just the Eagles, Sean.
He's a guy that you hate, but then years later he's the GOAT.
What? A quick one here. Dave Peterson. What's up, Dave? While we were drunk, Rob Manfred announced the owners have agreed to institute a draft lottery and a universal DH.
Oh.
Okay. Wow.
Okay, but what's that kick
What's a
in?
draft? The lottery's like so the ping pong balls instead of it being okay.
So what's that, like when the lockout's over?
Well, yeah, I guess they're making moves here. Wow, how about that? So universal DH. So guess what, Reese? Guess what, Reese? You're now a DH.
Yep.
How about that?
Because he can't do anything else.
Nope.
Wow. Polsky said when he thinks of Tom Brady, he thinks of pooping.
All right.
No, I think if he would have beaten the Eagles again, I wouldn't feel the way I do now.
When's the last time he lost in the Super Bowl?
Yeah, of course. It was to the Eagles.
All right. What do you mean? Yeah, of course.
Well, we all know that. What's your point?
And his last win was against the Eagles in his career.
Not.
What?
I mean, you're not wrong.
English, motherfucker, do you speak it?
I mean,
Gary's the best.
my man take falls.
But anyway, it makes me feel better knowing that the Eagles beat them. I'm not as sour on them. Look, did he cheat? I don't know.
I think he went with the program, honestly. I do.
Yeah, Belichick's the son of a
Right. Like I just think he went with the program.
Yeah.
Like he's a GOAT, man. I always love him.
Yeah.
I hate him, but you can't deny he's the GOAT.
Yeah, like he's the first thing you ever seen at that position.
It's weird. I hate him, but I was sad.
Like
when he
right?
retired.
You were kind of surprised how
I was
disappointed you were.
surprised and like, yes, exactly. I'm like, oh,
Somebody
the
say-
GOAT's gone.
Right.
I hate him, but the GOAT's gone.
Like I really thought he was going to play when he was 45
Yeah.
because he still didn't. He didn't suck.
Like you
Yeah.
hate him, but you can't.
He threw for 5,200 yards last year.
Like you hate him, but you can't help yourself but love him.
Right. But like I mean,
Brandon Graham loves him, so I know.
yeah, I love how he fucking said congratulations. Thanks, Tom.
And Nick Foles. Nick Foles
Yeah.
tagged him
with the shake.
That's
with,
awesome.
with him and Tom Brady handshaking
Right.
before the Super Bowl. I was like, oh fuck! Nick
That's
Foles.
awesome.
Foles is like, I'm gonna get him. Nick Foles is like,
Yeah.
I
Well,
got-
you think Brady's laughing at them, or is it getting them?
No,
Brady's making them laugh.
no,
He's like,
Brady's like, oh, that
with
cocksucker.
his 7 rings.
Yeah. No, and he's like, he's got a sense of humor, man. He's good.
Like he's got a 7.
Tom Brady's a good dude, man.
But
He's not.
also say, no,
he's a douchebag.
no, you see,
He's
He's
not-
not. I don't think he's a douchebag.
I don't think so either.
I don't think he's a douchebag. I think he's a good guy.
You know, I got my.
I'll tell you what,
I got my 7 rings. See the size of Nick Foles' cock.
Dave Pearson said, "I'm just glad I don't have to hear every announcer gobble his dick every week."
Now that's an issue. That was an issue. Like I give you that straight up. Like,
As much as I say he's a douchebag, he led a lot of different teams, and everybody respected him.
And
never heard anything bad about him.
And most of his career, he didn't have a great fucking offense. Like
no, it was a year with Moss where they almost went undefeated.
Right.
The years of Tampa Bay were good.
Right, but he made Deion Branch a Pro Bowler.
Yeah.
Like he made Julian Edelman a borderline Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Well, wait a minute. That defense they had that 2 seasons.
Yeah, we get it.
Right, yeah, totally, Garrett, totally. But still, like
he's the
he
goat.
made Reggie News look like fucking studs.
David Gibbons.
They right.
But he has 7 rings, and he
At least 4 of them were.
like how you don't see a team with a quarterback completely change over a roster
And still compete for the Super Bowl.
and win the division while changing over a roster every year.
His legacy is definitely etched in the NFL.
Yeah, man, like he
It's hard. It's
Sure?
like
I
I
don't.
don't.
Hall of Famer.
I don't
the
want
one when
to.
they beat Seattle. When they beat Seattle, he did it with Rob Gronkowski and Julian Edelman.
Right.
That's all he had.
Yeah.
Against one of the greatest defenses ever.
The majority of his career, he didn't have
And
running
Pete
game.
Carroll making a stupid mistake.
Yeah, right.
I hate Pete Carroll.
I think the most overrated,
Dude.
maybe not most, but like one of the most
Yeah,
overrated.
we lost a $20,000 block.
$2,000, $2,500
On that play?
On that play. Yeah.
You would have had the final score?
Yeah, we had the
Oh
final
my
score.
God.
We literally sat. We were like, oh, and we sat down on the couch, and everyone knew, and everyone just cleared the room. And Mike and I just sat in the room by ourselves, and then jerked each other off. All right, so then move on. Fuck it. Dave Peterson.
What's up, Dave?
Doug Peterson. Let's go offense. Was hired by the Jacksonville Jaguars. Sorry, Dave.
Did you see who he hired as offensive coordinator? This is very telling from what went on.
I did not. It's good for Doug. Congratulations. I'm glad he's back in football. No.
This is very telling from when he was here. Press Taylor.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
But I mean.
So was it him that wanted him, and how he was like, we can't hire him?
Remember that?
Yes. Yeah.
Listen,
What the fuck? Yeah, how about that?
Yeah. I'm happy Doug gets
Yeah,
another opportunity.
remember they wanted to bring up Press Taylor and
Right before Doug got fired, apparently he wanted to promote Press Taylor.
that was a
offensive
story.
coordinator.
Right. That was a
And
story.
it looked like Howie wanted to, and Doug didn't.
Was that what it was?
Right, but now he hires him as his OC.
Right.
Oh.
Listen.
So did Howie? I mean, were the Eagles right here about him?
I mean,
We'll find out.
This is all great, and rumors are that he's going to hire Deuce Staley to be his offensive coordinator.
No, he just hired Press Taylor.
Press Taylor, yeah.
I need
Anita Dick in me wants to know who had a better career, Gretzky or Brady.
I was wondering if you're going to bring that one up.
Good question.
Now we talked about this.
Good question.
This pig again.
We talked. We had the text thread about this.
Everybody needs a dick in them.
We talked about this, and what we came up with, or what I came up with. I know that you guys. I think you guys mainly agreed. They said like Gretzky didn't win 7.
No.
Brady won 7. Gretzky has
10 to 10.
Gretzky statistically is the best player that's ever played in any sport.
But Gretzky wasn't in a cap league. Brady was.
I understand. Gretzky statistically, there's nobody that's touching him.
Right.
But
Yeah.
when the chips are down, like the most clutch that.
And he did it for a lot longer.
And hockey
at a
is
high level.
Yeah,
it's hard to get
the
there.
most important
That's
position in sports.
And he played
Like
with
that's a
some.
tough comparison. It's hard.
It's hard.
It's very hard because
It's
the
hard.
NFL,
Giggity,
the NFL and the
giggity,
NHL,
giggity.
two different entities. But when you come to quality talent and superstars, I mean, Gretzky's right there. You know, and when Gretzky played in the NHL, there wasn't a cap.
Before Brady, Gretzky was the GOAT in all sports.
Yeah,
agreed.
But After Brady won 6, after Brady won
7.
7, I'm like, I can't. Like, I
And a
can't.
cap league.
Yeah.
Even, I mean, the cap league, but I mean, even without that, like, just like Gretzky lost
More.
Gretzky lost more. Gretzky
Yeah.
lost in the playoffs. Gretzky, Gretzky didn't carry the Kings to championships.
No.
Man.
No.
I can't believe we're disrespecting Wayne Gretzky.
And it's not, but it's not
We're not
disrespect.
disrespecting
You guys
Gretzky.
are
Oh, fuck you. Shut up.
All right.
But it's, to answer our question, it's Brady.
Her.
Yeah, need a dick in me.
Claude Giroux won the All-Star Game MVP last week. Was that his final accolade in the for the Philadelphia Flyers organization?
I believe it is.
I believe so.
I hope so.
You think he gets traded?
Yeah, that's a perfect answer, Mike. That's a perfect answer.
But to right,
Trade.
it's 5 years too late.
I mean,
You could have got a lot more for him 5 years ago.
and
Well, sure. But
I got killed for it.
They would've got-
But anyway,
Polsky said that Brady's Wayne Gretzky's wife was hot, I think. He said.
Okay.
Polsky, it's all pink.
Oh, I'm
inside.
sorry.
Why-
I'm sorry. Wayne Gretzky's wife's hot.
Why?
Have you met her now?
yeah, you ever seen?
Why was she hot? Is she dead? What happened
Oh
to her?
yeah, he said was.
If she was.
She
She's
died,
not anymore.
yeah,
She's
she told us.
cold now.
Well, it's years ago. She's not moist
And
anymore.
they said TG's sister too.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So congratulations to Claude. That's awesome. But yeah,
Trade him. Let's go. Like, come on, trade him.
Get
Let's just
KY.
Find a way.
And-
Find a way for him to go somewhere and get a ring.
And as for the All-Star MVP, it's like
in that game. Yeah.
But it's cool that he did it. It's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, he won a car.
Yeah.
oh yeah, like he fucking needs a car.
Yeah, but none of us want a car.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so it's a
And
cool
none of us
thing.
are making enough to buy that same car every fucking time that our skate hits the ice.
Yeah, I mean, again, my only point is it was a cool thing.
He won a car.
Okay.
So we're
Look how good he was with talent.
so
You know,
I know what he played defense. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
What's
So-
that?
So we were talking about Gretzky and Brady's wives and all that, and Polsky said she's beat. I guess she was talking about Gretzky's wife.
Yeah.
Speaking of someone else's
Like
girlfriend,
meatloaf, might like meatloaf.
speaking of someone else's wife or girlfriend, that probably was beat. Alvin Kamara got arrested before the Pro Bowl last
Yo,
week.
they fucked that dude up.
He
They gave him
I heard a little bit more of that story. That's not
Not
looking good.
he should be thrown in jail.
Yep.
He should be thrown in jail. So if you didn't
Him and his
hear,
posse, I guess, did
I
it
don't
right.
know.
I mean,
Hold on.
I don't even know who. Like,
But he was right in the middle of it.
well, he threw punches.
Yep.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was definitely in the middle of it.
all right.
like
Well, I mean, that's true, Anita.
yeah.
Forget the oh, man.
This Anita pig's getting on my fucking nerves.
So
Does she need a cock or not?
She does clearly. It's in her name.
Well, say that. Stop posting on my shit.
Wait, what do you mean say it? Like she's literally saying
You
it,
fucking animal.
but she's. Can you explain it to her?
Enough for her. Enough for her, Mike. Enough. Enough. They need a dick in me. Yeah. Don't everybody.
I'm
Do
good.
you?
I'm good. You know what I'm saying?
Apparently
I'm
you
good.
do.
Like you said, you might crash. I'm good. Just to make sure we get that clear right
I'll
now.
go wherever it's warm.
Fucking couch.
so so Kamara and his crew or his boys, whatever you want to, I don't know, they beat some dude up. So what happened? They got in an argument in a nightclub or something?
So
this is in Vegas, by the way.
what my understanding was
That always
is
happens in Vegas.
the little bit of the report that I read was that the guy was talking to him and his crew, didn't really know who they were, and then they were standing by an elevator ready to leave. So the elevator opens up, and they walk in, and the guy goes to walk in with them. Kamara puts his hand back on him and pushes him back like, no. And apparently, like, gives him a shove. So the dude shoves his hand.
The dude was there? That's
The
like,
dude?
that's like,
Dude, yeah.
Was he in his robe?
your opinion, man.
Well, I mean, I don't know what he was wearing, but you know, I don't know the guy's name. Does anybody know the guy's name?
So I just know how fucked up his face looked.
Okay, so the guy with the fucked up face,
There you go.
shoved his hand away,
Got the fucked up face.
and
If he didn't do what I specifically
all hell broke
told him
loose.
not to
I guess
do.
that's when you know. The whole
So what? Then Kamara laid into him?
Yo, he
something
fucked
happened.
him up.
Well,
my
you know what?
God.
The thing is
Fucked
that
him
after
up.
his hand got shoved away,
Mhm.
apparently the dude doesn't remember a whole lot after that.
Oh my God.
So it's that quick that shit went south.
Jesus Christ.
Like you're supposed to be an idol. Kids look up to you, and you're gonna act like that.
I guess I ain't drafting him.
Like don't.
No, I would steer clear of him.
But it's gonna be like a Fred Lane situation where somebody's gonna draft him.
Well, listen.
When somebody drafted him and they're like, "Yo, he's dead."
This guy here is dead.
Yeah, Fred Lane's
Then
out there.
scratch him off.
Oh shit! I'll take him.
Like,
He's
why-
dead,
why-
you asshole.
Why do
Yeah, that happened in my
professional
league.
athletes put themselves in this position? I don't get it, man. Like your whole life's in front of you. You got everything you need, and you're gonna do this.
Yeah,
And it
apparently-
sounds like in this situation,
yeah.
like he instigated it.
Apparently they drug him to the woods.
The bears can smell the menstruation.
I need a cigarette.
The menstruation. That's what made him eat a cigarette.
Alvin Kamara's menstruating.
All right.
That's why he beat dude up.
Jeremy Giambi, former Philadelphia Philly athletic,
I shot the sheriff.
47 years old, passed away yesterday, and we found out about
I
a couple
thought I
hours
seen the
ago.
headline that
Yeah, a couple hours ago.
Suicide.
Yeah, suicide.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
rough.
So you got a guy who truly went through it. Truly went
Yeah.
through it. And
Yeah.
then the dude we were talking about earlier.
Right.
So,
You don't get a name anymore.
so
Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, Jeremy Giambi, man. So, if you're unfamiliar with, with Jeremy Giambi, if you've seen the movie Moneyball, he was heavily involved in that movie, even though it's based on true events. But
His brother Jason.
yeah, Jason Giambi obviously was a former MVP in the league. Jeremy Giambi was the younger brother. I don't know.
A decent player.
Yeah, he was okay. Yeah, he was a decent player. Yeah, he played for a while. Played here for 2 or 3 years, I think.
Hey, he played with the Phillies.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
I can't.
Dave, thanks for the update on the Olympics. I'm not gonna lie, I've been watching the Olympics
Oh my god,
almost every night,
Right.
but they suck.
I haven't
Like
watched.
the U.S. sucks right now.
I haven't
Yes,
watched
like,
a second.
but not even that though. To go through like everything that they were doing.
Here, talk to here, Bench.
Well, I mean, if you're
The
gonna
snow is fake, and they haven't made it any better. And
the snow is fake, they haven't made it any better. Okay. I
the
haven't
food,
read
have
that
you
much.
not seen any of the food that they were feeding them?
Well, I heard the food that they were feeding the people that are in the COVID protocol. Yeah, it's less than ideal.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, it's a mess.
it is, and all that a lot of people that are getting.
Why you can't? We can't have a conversation on the podcast.
off the mic.
I can't be talking to somebody that nobody can hear, so you have to either talking to it or not.
So the Olympics, basically, you're saying is
I mean, I love the Olympics. I'm not gonna lie. I love you.
You like the figure skating and shit?
No,
Like
not the
the-
figure
Yeah, he
skating's
does.
the only one I don't like.
yeah, he loves it.
So you like the fucking the luge?
Yeah, the luge is cool. The
Luge is
fucking
cool.
skeleton and shit.
Yeah, that's
the
what
bobsled and shit.
you know. The skiing.
The skiing, the fucking snowboarding, the tricks is where they're doing 17 flips in the air.
Just remember,
50
Nancy
feet in the
Kerrigan
air.
loved the Olympics too.
Why me? Why?
That's all you heard in the halls.
No, she had to compete against her like 6 months later. It was funny.
So Nancy Kerrigan and the person who found Jared Giambi were screaming the same thing.
Why?
They have the same.
That's fucked up.
No.
They have the same pawn shop broker.
Yo. Yo.
Send lawyers, guns, and money.
What's fucked up? You guys are fucked up.
You gotta rethink shit here.
This is the shit that pisses me off. This motherfucker starts it. He's the one that starts it and says it. And all of a sudden, like, the innocence of, like, you guys are fucked up. I don't know why I hang out with you guys. You fucking instigates every one of these things. And then plays like that.
Like, oh.
Send lawyers, guns, and money.
So, Polsky said Nancy knew how to take a knee. Tanya Harden knew how to take a knee. John
Tanya Harden. It was Tanya Harden's
yeah.
hired gun.
So John Dornbos, former Philadelphia Eagle, turned magician, saved a woman's life. So she, what?
What do you mean? Yeah. He saved a life, and you're in.
She was a restaurant owner, and apparently a space heater caught on fire, and like lit up, like boom, went off. And he ran over, and wrapped it like he wrapped the blankets somehow. I don't know. We got a fucking blanket or a jacket, and wrapped it around, wrapped it around her and saved her life. She still got like second or third degree burns.
Yeah,
she would have fucking died. Like,
Oh my God, that's amazing.
yeah, so
He magically appeared.
he did. He's like David Coppercock. That's pretty cool, man. It's cool to hear something like that.
It's
Yeah.
magically delicious.
Good job.
Speaking of someone else who just magically appeared, I
So
thought
hold on. Before we go through this, right? Before we go through this, a woman's life saved.
Yeah.
And this asshole over here, number 17.
I say I said
It's like,
He goes,
right? Right? But Ben Simmons, man, health issues. That's a serious
you're a
problem.
fucking dickhead. That's what you are.
Where you at tonight, yo?
You're just a dickhead. You calling us out for booing a fucking fragile piece of shit.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Ain't all the I didn't call nobody out. He's fucking quiet.
Fake ass Australian fucking you're worried about his feelings.
Playing all the
Yeah,
fields.
worried
We're all
about
fathers
him
here.
getting booed a little bit.
Fake ass ball player. And someone's life is saved. You went, You let out a fucking Hans Gruber.
Now I have a machine gun.
The mom from the
Yeah. What's her name?
The mom from Sopranos.
What's her name? Olivia. Olivia Soprano.
Olivia.
I wish the Lord would take me.
So
I don't like that language.
So you know what she would do? And to Jeff Fisher, coaching again.
Is he really?
A USFL team.
Yeah.
He got hired to be
Wow.
a USFL head football coach.
Just let it go, man. Didn't you make enough money? Let it go.
Hey, you're not a good coach.
You want to talk about porn? That dude, he's had the same porn stash since '89. He hasn't lost it. It's all gray, right? He straight up looks like a porn star.
His whole hair is gray? Like it's all gray?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's all gray. It's all gray, bro.
It's okay.
It's all gray, bro. And I can't wait to until July 9th, which is the day we celebrate Jeff Fisher 79 Day. New Jersey Milltown canceled Groundhog Day
The groundhog died.
because the groundhog died the night before.
Wait, they do this everywhere?
Yeah, so apparently they do. So their
I
groundhog.
thought there was only Pennsylvania. I thought there
Yeah,
was
but it
only
in
one.
Pan- You're right.
They do their own, I guess. I don't know. It's
What?
fucking
A lot of
Milltown.
inbreeding. That's
Yeah,
where
it's
all
Milltown. It's Milltown, New Jersey. What else is going on in Milltown, New Jersey besides circle jerks and fucking
So
jug
where is
handles?
Milltown?
I don't know.
All the way up there somewhere.
It's up.
Yeah.
It's north.
Yeah, it's up.
North Jersey.
Oh, like
That's a fuck day, like mill top. Get the fuck out of here.
all right.
All right, my final. I thought it was pretty funny.
Phoenix City.
Why?
Why? Guy in a fucking big top
What's
hat.
gonna happen with Puxatawny?
When he found out little fur ball laying on the ground.
Could you imagine if that happened in Puxatawny?
Well, fur ball.
The groundhog that died in New Jersey.
Why has he got a hat on?
The guy who fucking presents the fucking groundhog.
The top
with that
hat.
big hat.
Yeah, top hat. Is that only?
Oh, see, I thought it was just a Philly thing. I didn't see where you were going.
It's not.
You don't do that in Philly. It's Puxatawny.
It's almost Pittsburgh.
All right, but
He's like,
Fuck.
English, motherfucker, do you speak
All right.
it?
So this is a legit story. Okay, I promise it's a legit story.
Break up my fucking party.
In a,
Polsky might go for boom that environment.
a guy has been coming out of his asshole.
What?
In a study titled "A Curious Case of Rectal Ejaculation," published last month
Curious case.
in the Journal of Medical Science.
That could have been the name of our show, The Curious Case of Rectal Ejaculation.
The curious case of that
Of
fucking.
rectal ejaculation.
The Curious Case of a Rectal Ejaculation might be the name of our show.
The curious case of a rectal Ben Simmons.
The University of Texas Medical Branch at Galveston described a patient who sought out treatment after 5 days of pain in his balls and 2 years of a substantial amount of semen shooting out of his asshole.
Yeah, that means 3 days. 3 days early.
When the 33
He took 5 guys. He took not a fucking burger place. 5 guys. Not the burger place. He took 5 guys a year. That's what he's exactly.
When the 33-year-old man went in for a CT scan of his pelvis, doctors saw that he had a rectal prostate fistula, a rare condition where the body develops a hole that connects the rectum with the lower urinary tract and creates all kinds of problems, like shitting one's piss and vice versa. In this man's case, the hole created a new passageway for sperm to travel. Instead of flowing out of the tip of his penis, he might expect, it took a hard left out of his penis.
So wait. So you got
does he like jerk off and like it comes
right?
up,
Like he's fucking, right? And he's hitting it from behind,
Mr. Two,
and he's ready to come. Like, is it shooting out his ass? Like, is it like?
Well,
is it coming out of both?
It's probably coming out of both. It's probably coming out of both.
It's a
because it's like it's a passageway.
Because it's a passageway.
It goes like this. It goes like some of it goes.
Yeah, remember the game Lemmings when you had to make the fucking when you had to make the
it's like Marble Madness where there's a thing.
Yeah, you had to make the pathway. Marble Madness is great. Yeah, you had to make the path. That's like, which way is my cum going to go? Come in my pants. Like what? Like, can you imagine being an orc? Oh.
So what? It would just randomly come?
You get your dick and your pussy all covered in shit.
So
yeah, it's the opposite.
So wait, he would just randomly come? So he had to be around.
It's whenever he ejaculated.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Whenever he ejaculated.
No, that would have been something. If he was walking and Mark out your ass.
Mark just said my favorite line though. The favorite line of
Hard left.
The hard left is my favorite line of that story. It took a hard left to his anus. I'll share it, dude. I swear that's a real story. I'll share it with you guys.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ, your pee hole's sticky. Now you go
Can you
2
imagine
inches behind, now your asshole sticky. Oh.
Or maybe the show should be called "It Took a Hard Left."
So I get.
Can you imagine like he's riding a girl and he just turns around and just on her
Right,
face?
that's what I'm saying. So like if he's married, like
I'd rather take a shit. Honestly.
Well, I think all of us would. I mean, I don't think that none of us want this.
I don't want
What would that feel like? What do you think?
None of us.
none of us want to.
I got to waste
But some people don't have a choice, apparently.
That's a waste of
All right, answer me this question: if that's your only option, you still doing it?
Absolutely.
Straight the fuck up.
If I know that my ass, at least I know it.
Straight the fuck up.
Yeah. I like my ball bag tight.
So what? You won? You're out.
No, I mean,
You're not out, Sean.
No,
You're not out.
no,
Just do what you got to do. But I mean, I don't know why we're talking about
The thing is, though, does it like shoot out? Is it just kind of drip
That's
out?
what I'm saying. Like,
Punch,
does
man.
shit come out with it, or is it just like semen? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, is it clean?
Right. Like, could she still swallow it?
Why are we still talking about this?
Yo, at least the bacon strip in your
Yeah.
underwear is lighter.
Would you swallow semen coming out of an asshole?
At least the bacon strip in your underwear is a little bit lighter.
Yo, John Doorboss walks in. He's like, "Do I have a magic trick for you?"
Jesus fucking
All right, can we move on?
Yeah.
Christ.
All right. All right. Yeah, she's like,
No, she's like, my walls.
Dave Peterson said, Robin Williams said anal leakage is a cause, not a symptom. Oh man. And he said all those coming dude's ass talk is making me horny as fuck for real, for real.
I'll show some titties. You're a fan commenter. Quit being a bitch. I want to see nipples.
It's not just when you come, like it's how hard you come.
Well, apparently out of your ass. All right, so it's time, guys. We have a big game this weekend. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun as shit. Because I don't know which way I'm gonna go on this. Super Bowl Cincinnati taking on the Rams. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
So Dick Vermeil don't get no love.
Oh shit, you're right. I'm sorry. Dick Vermeil, Hall of Famer.
Absolutely.
All right, Super Bowls this weekend.
I know which way I'm going.
Oh, fuck you, Sean.
I think the Rams defense is the difference.
Okay.
So I'm going Rams here, but I think it's a really, really entertaining.
I like
game.
the Rams.
So you got the point spread.
Four, I believe it is.
4.5.
4.5, depending on which way you.
220, 221, whatever it takes.
Yeah, if I bet on it, I'm probably going the Bengals to cover.
Okay.
Like, I think it's a close, like really fun game. In the end, I think the Rams defense makes a play.
Okay.
Me personally, I think Stafford is going to be a difference maker.
All right.
I think it's a shootout. You get to the last fucking minute in the fourth quarter, and Stafford is the one that makes the difference. The reason being,
Yeah, what a kicker, man. He's been money this year.
So it's McPherson.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he makes the kick, he's like,
Hey! He's going to sound like Big AL from South Park.
I remember a few years ago.
it's a Super Bowl.
We're at the Super Bowl!
Yeah, bro. Do you remember a few years ago you and Mike arguing over Mike Stafford?
Yes.
You remember that?
Well, hey, we had that conversation. We said, is he a Hall of Famer? And we looked at his numbers, and numbers-wise,
Yeah.
his numbers compare, but he's never won a playoff game before this year.
Yeah,
He wins a Super Bowl.
I think he's already solidified it.
Yeah, I think we already said that
He's a Hall of Famer, man.
But it's just
last year.
And I feel like the Hall of Fame. I still feel like the Hall of Fame is the Hall of better than good, but not great.
I think Stafford's been great.
This class was not good.
Well,
No.
my point is that how many quarterbacks of an era should get in?
I see where you're going there, but you can't fault it for having that many historic quarterbacks in this era. Like they all got to go in.
But if they all have to go in, then does that water it down?
If Jimmy Garoppolo was the one throwing Calvin Johnson, does Calvin Johnson get into the Hall of Fame?
Good question.
You know, it's a two-way street, man.
I understand, but I'm saying that like we're talking about it like
Andre Johnson got passed over, which is bullshit.
Yeah.
Like
Philip
Rivers. What's your thoughts on the Super Bowl? Who's winning the Super Bowl?
Eli, Roethlisberger, Rodgers, Breeze, Brady, Peyton. That's a third of the league that's getting in.
Okay, but you can't.
Quarterbacks are phenomenal.
Yeah, but you
that's
can't
a third of
fault
the
them.
quarterbacks, man.
But you can't not put them in. You can't.
Dave said that the line is now 3.5.
That's a Cincinnati line, but like Brady, Breeze,
I understand. But
Rivers.
But if you're putting a third of the quarterbacks of an era in, doesn't that kind of water it down a little bit?
I don't think it does. Like it is what it is. Like this was one of the greatest eras at the position we've ever seen. So like it is what it is. Like because they're hands down Hall of Famers.
Like if you're asking me, like I don't think Eli should have been a Hall of Famer.
No, I don't either.
I don't think Eli should have been a Hall of Famer.
I don't think did he get in?
No, not yet.
Not yet. He's
probably going to though.
Yeah, he probably will, and I don't think he should be.
Why? What has he done?
He won 2 Super
I
Bowls.
mean, he won 2 Super Bowls, but he was an 8-8 quarterback most of his career. Like,
Right.
But that's the thing with Stafford. His numbers are great, but he was on a losing football team most of his career.
Right. Which means Eli gets in.
Philip Rivers, same thing.
Eli gets in before Matt Stafford.
But we looked at their
Sure
numbers
because he retired before him.
And Eli's got rings. Stafford don't.
Yeah.
That doesn't. See, that's
That
not
does
the.
factor in.
But it's not the final factor.
But it's
I think
part
it's
of the
Stafford.
factor.
Like I think Stafford's probably a Hall of Famer either way. But I'm just saying that if it's you don't see a problem with the fact that 1/3 of the quarterbacks like you're supposed to be the best of your era to be in the Hall of Fame.
It's a great show.
I see.
Not the best of your era. One of the best of your era.
Okay, well when you're like the 10th best quarterback.
So who's the 10th best quarterback? Who are you talking about?
But the names you're mentioning, Mike, like
Matt Stafford threw
Brady, Breeze, Manning, Rodgers,
Okay, so you got
like Roethlisberger,
Russell Wilson.
I don't think he's a Hall of Famer.
No, I'm not going there yet.
Yeah.
Stafford, like these dudes gotta go in.
Yeah, they all have. I mean,
but you got Rivers and Stafford that's going in with the two Mannings, with Ben, with Rodgers, with Brady, with Breeze.
That was like
That's 8 guys.
Okay.
And there's probably 1 or 2 that are missing.
okay, but then you look at, in another era, look at the running backs in the early 90s. Barry, Emmett. You had a bunch of running backs who were really good back in the early 90s. So like they all got in. I don't know.
Right, like I think it would water it down if they didn't deserve to be in.
Well, that's
Like,
what I'm
I
wondering.
can't-
I'm wondering if they deserve to be in. I'm wondering if
Al Bundy should be in, says Mark.
So who do you
He threw 6
you
touchdowns
wonder?
for Polk High.
Absolutely.
I don't know. That's the problem. Like I don't know where you draw the line to cut it off. Like I'm not arguing that any of these guys shouldn't be in, but I'm just wondering if it's watering down the league if you're getting 10 guys in for the same era. Same thing with the running backs. Is it watering it down if you got 10 guys?
How did
How
Dick Vermeil get to this?
It's from the same era, but we moved on from different meal already. That was like 15 minutes ago.
What? To this.
Well, no, we talked about
We're talking about
Stafford.
We're talking about the Hall of
He's in
Fame.
We're talking about the Super Bowl. And we're talking about Matt
And he
Stafford.
probably is, but my question is, it.
Who cares about the Hall of Fame? I don't want the Super Bowl first.
All right, so let's move on to the Super Bowl game. All right, so you guys, he's
Gary
right.
says
He's right.
Rose.
No.
He is right.
Am I wrong?
No.
No, so you
You're
said
right.
they're going to win. Shut the fuck up! You said they're going to win the. You think the Rams win the Super Bowl? What's your score? Or what? How much do you think? What do you think? How do you think it goes? You think Stafford pulls it out?
32-28. I like the Rams. The defense is the edge. The Rams defense is a difference maker in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
32-28. I like the Rams.
Only because, well, not only because, but
Hey, I'll take a 2 and 8. That's my block pool number.
oh yeah, look at that.
One of them, yeah. One of them.
I got 2 good ones. I forget what they are.
I got
got a
8,
7 and
4, 2, 6, 2,
Is it
8.
only the final score, or is it?
Something else.
No, it could be any quarter.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
I got a 7 and a 3. I know that.
I was going to say
Oh,
because
that is
everybody
solid.
talks about great numbers, but the ending
Straight
score
up.
never
Which
is
one?
a
Which team do you like?
Yeah, so I fought with this, but I agree with you. I look at these defenses. The Rams defense, that defensive front is going to get to Burrow.
Yeah, dude.
If Burrow is sacked 9 times by the Titans, what does that say about the offensive line of the Bengals, and what does that mean for Aaron
That's actually
Donald
a good
and
defense.
Von Miller?
Yeah.
Now Tennessee does have a good defense, but the Rams defense.
But I mean, Tennessee sacked them 9 times.
Tennessee was the number 1 seed for a reason.
Yeah, and they still won.
Yeah, so I hear you. I
Yeah,
just
like you
think,
can't
I
count
just think-
Burrow out.
but here's the thing: on the other side, the Rams' offense, they're running the ball pretty well. Who's going to cover Cooper Kupp right now? You got Ramsey on the other side for the Rams.
Ramsey against Chase.
You're probably going to take Chase almost out of the game. So now you're relying on T. Higgins.
T. Higgins is pretty good.
He is pretty good, but
Don't forget about Tyler Boyd.
yeah, sure, absolutely. They lost a tight end. He's out.
that's
He's
huge.
out.
Is he coming? I thought he was trying to come
No,
back.
he
No, he can't
tore ACL or something. Something happened. He was carted off and he was out the last
So
season.
does the running game factor in?
Mixon's good too.
Yeah, Dom.
It does,
I mean,
but I don't know if
so
he's going to find much running room.
There's not.
That's good. There's a good.
What do you
That's
find
good.
running room against this defensive line?
That's why I think the
Yeah, I
Rams
mean, they
edge this
shut
out.
they shut down San Fran.
I like the Bengals though too. Like I like the Bengals. I if the Bengals win, great. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
First in
I'm
their
rooting for the
franchise.
Bengals.
Yeah, like if you're gonna ask me who would I rather see win, I'd rather see Cincinnati win.
Yeah, because
Yeah, 'cause, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, I'd like to see Stafford win one too. But
I want to see Stafford get it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That would be cool. It would.
But Burrow in his second full season, right? Because he got hurt his first. So his second full season.
His first full season.
Or first full season. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry, you hurt last year.
No first-round quarterback in his second year has won a Super Bowl contention. Well, and that being said, no,
Is that true?
no first,
When was Big Ben's draft?
no first-round draft pick quarterback has made it to where Joe Burrow has.
First overall or first round?
First round?
First overall.
First overall.
Because I was
I was
going
gonna say
that
first
was
round.
first
Big
overall.
Ben won in his second year.
Right.
And Wentz
So Wentz.
technically went in his second year. Yeah.
All right. So your prediction is the Rams win. Did they cover 3.5, 4, whatever?
No, I'm gonna say it's closer. I'm gonna say 30-28. Rams did.
34-28. So you think they cover?
No, it's a 30-28.
You like
30-28.
the Rams too, Sean?
We're all in the same boat on this one. I think this game comes. I think this because every other game this playoff season has come down to a last minute, last second nail bite game with a game winning field goal. I think it's Matt Gay.
Listen,
I think Matt Gay wins
Like-
on a
like-
game winning field goal.
like Joe Burrow, he's the this kid. He's the real deal.
He's the new era.
Yes.
He's the next era.
This is the kid you're going to see the next 5 to 10 years.
It's nice to see.
Yeah,
And I don't know.
It's nice to see these
Somebody
quarterbacks are fading out. Even Russell Wilson's getting older. These guys are fading out.
It's Josh Allen. It's,
Yeah,
it's
this is
Patrick
all-
Mahomes. It's
This
Joe
is great.
Burrow.
This might be better than the last era we saw.
It might be.
Me personally,
They're all more likable.
I mean, the Rams defense is just too much to overcome. And I think that's what happens. I think the Rams defense is the it factor in the Super Bowl. And I think the Rams move on. Man, fuck. I 32-27. Rams.
All right. So
Um,
I know that it's probably isn't the time to talk about it. We'll probably dedicate a show to going back and forth. on
That don't mean that Joe Burrow and the Cincinnati Bengals don't put over the show.
Right.
I just want a good game.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a fun game.
Dave Peterson said one thing I hate is the second year in a row a team in the bowl is playing in their home stadium.
Yeah, that's
The bowl should be played on neutral ground.
I agree.
It's hard to kind of.
I don't know how you pull it off,
Well, you
but-
just pick a team or pick a city that doesn't have a team. And then Anita says, Dave, LA doesn't have any real fans since he will be even with LA
He's
fans.
still
in
in
LA.
there.
That's actually kind of true because
LA
LA
is
is a bunch
that's
of
not a
fans.
home
in the
field. That's not a home field.
Yeah. So, well, what I was going to say is that,
Anita,
Um,
take it away.
and I know we texted a little bit about this. I just wonder how much a franchise quarterback comes into play.
you're not going to win without one.
We're talking about the Eagles, you mean?
Or
Just
whatever.
in general.
Yeah, like you're not going to win without a quarterback.
But
Right.
other
And
than
also,
Brady,
in today's
Huh?
other than Brady, there's been a lot of teams that have won without a great quarterback.
Who?
Wait, what?
Who's won a Super Bowl without a great quarterback?
Well, I mean,
Tampa Bay
Flacco-
Buccaneers with Brad Johnson.
Okay,
Trent
yeah.
Dilfer with the ball.
Right, there's been a couple of them.
the Philadelphia Eagles with Nick Foles.
But he played
Yeah, but
great.
he wasn't a franchise quarterback.
No, he wasn't. Right. There's been a few. There have.
But I'm just saying,
But like even the one the Ravens won with Trent Dilfer, that was a historically good
That
defense.
defense was.
I understand,
top
but
defense.
my point is that aside from Brady,
That was
there
on-
hasn't been any other of these franchise fantastic, can't miss quarterbacks that have won more than 2.
Okay, I'll take 2. My franchise quarterback gets me 2. I'm going with that.
Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers won 1, right?
Right.
Yeah,
But
he's
if I,
only won 1. Yeah.
That's won 2.
Yeah.
if I got a franchise quarterback for 12, 13 years and he got me 2, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, but how many of them got you 2? Most of them get you. Most of them you're lucky to get 1.
Listen, do you know how hard it is to get to and win?
Wilson got 1, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but he's been to 2. He's been to 2.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Go through it though. I mean, Breeze, Manning only got 2.
Get out of here.
He's only got
Manning's
1.
been more than
I'm
2.
joking.
Peyton?
Manning's only gotten 2.
Peyton?
2.
Yeah, he's got 3. He's been to 4.
A 4. He's been 4.
He's been
Wait, was he 4 or 3?
He went to 2 in Indianapolis and 2 with Denver.
He went to 2 with Denver?
Yeah.
He won 2.
He went to with Denver.
No, he won 1 with Indy and 1 with Denver. He went to 2 with them, though.
I don't think he went to 2
Yes,
with
he
Denver.
did. They destroyed Carolina and they got beat by Seattle.
Yeah, that's right.
And Peyton was playing in that?
Yes.
Yeah, so Seattle fucking dominated
Right.
that game, that defense.
God damn it, dude.
Hey, Mike, by the way, that game against Seattle, that Broncos Seattle game was the last
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's from
probably
smoke.
hung out with
we
Mike.
saw Mike and his anniversary was.
Yeah.
We're going to smoke.
All right.
Yeah, well, Mike, man.
Yeah, Mike, a good friend of ours.
Yeah.
His anniversary, his death was a couple days ago, so happened to see that. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
yesterday actually. Yesterday. Was it 5 years now? Something like that.
Yeah, now it's more than 5.
Was
It's
it?
been like 7, 8.
Oh shit! So Dave said the 2022 Super Bowl ticket packages are starting at $3,200 per person. Depending on seat location, package details, listens have gone up to $14,000 per person for a fucking football game. That
One
is
game. That's
that's
ridiculous.
ridiculous.
I hear you, but
That's ridiculous.
if it's Eagles,
If the Eagles are in, I'm paying $3,000 to go see the Eagles. Yeah.
it's a bucket list.
Yeah, if the Eagles are in the Super Bowl, I'll pay $3,000.
Dude, I'll work for 3 more months of my life to
Yeah.
see that. Like, if it's the equivalent of like 2-3 more months of working,
Yeah.
yeah, all right,
Yeah, for that experience.
yeah.
That $3,200 for
That doesn't actually sound that bad for a Super Bowl
no, but think,
with the ticket.
no, but think about what it is. It's still a football game.
I hear you.
What would let me ask you this: when the Eagles won the Super Bowl, would you have rather been in Minnesota or would you rather been where you were?
The first one, yeah, where I was.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
next
because
one?
I'll never forget that, man. That was
But the next one,
Hmm.
in the stadium, I mean, you don't know what it would be like in the stadium either. Especially if, like, you and I go together or
when
something.
you're leaving and everyone. Yeah, but there's no like celebrating in the streets in a neutral site, right? There's none of that.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure that you go to a bar afterwards or something. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be cool.
Hmm.
Either way, though, going to a Super Bowl is a bucket. Like that's the top of my
Yeah,
bucket
no,
list.
it's definitely it'd definitely be pretty cool, for sure.
So,
Speaking of Super Bowl,
all right. Yeah. So I mean, I guess we all made our predictions. So
so we're all with the Rams, which is surprising.
and most of us are with the Rams, but most of us are kind of most of us think that it's going to be close enough to where you might want to bet the spread.
Yeah, I would. If it's really 3.5,
3.5.
3.5 is a little tougher. I saw 4.5.
Check my bookie.
Yeah, we'll get that in a couple weeks. That's a couple weeks away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why would it not be now?
It's March Madness.
March Madness.
Yeah, March Madness is right around the corner, so we'll be doing some stuff. But by the way, check out our website, cornerplussports.net. Check it out. We got some articles up. UFC article just went up. We're gonna post a James Harden thing tomorrow based on our show tonight. I got a little something. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, I'm gonna take some snippets from what we said about the
Okay.
show and post an article tomorrow. So we got articles, some thoughts, course, links to our store to get yourself a new James Harden and the Bead T-shirt. And
Awesome.
Bead and the Beard T-shirt. It's out there, and there's a bunch of others. Mr. Softy, Ben Simmons,
which should be selling again right now.
That's
going to be really
actually
good.
it is. A few have been sold the last day or two. That's the biggest seller we've ever had. It's a great shirt. So check that out. You can find the podcast on there and stuff. So
yeah, you know what, the Mr. Salty, it works for Ben Simmons' face though. Like the swirl on top, it just I don't know why it just does.
Like if it was like I don't know, like
if it was James Harden, it wouldn't work.
It wouldn't work, right?
Yeah.
But the Ben Simmons with the whiny little bitch face that he has with the cone on his head, it's perfect.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, I'm really excited. It's gonna be a fun game. It's
so Dave.
Yeah.
Dave has 28-23 Cincinnati, and he also said, I'm sorry, a 30-second Super Bowl spot on NBC's telecast cost as much as $7 million. Oh,
so we were just talking about like how $3,000 is a lot, but
did you
30 seconds for?
We were talking about Arnold earlier.
Look at you with your fucking 48% body fat and you scroungy little bastard.
Speaking of Arnold, did you see the preview for the Zeus commercial he's doing?
No.
It's him and Salma Hayek. And of course, she's falling out of her little outfit.
Okay.
But oh my God, it's awesome. It's great. It's about an electric car, so everything he touches is electric. But it's pretty good. It's pretty cool. So
is this $7 million worth it, or did they make that?
No, of course, fuck no.
No.
All right, so it depends on your product is. So like, if you're an insurance company, right? You're progressive. Everybody knows who you are. So if you don't advertise on a Super Bowl, is everyone going to forget who you are? Do you really need to spend $7 million on an ad?
But
right?
But they do it. They're progressive. Like there has if you're going to invest $7 million, you have to have run numbers enough to think that there's enough viewership that you're going to make that money back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there has obviously they're not going to throw money out there, like the wind, and just say, "Oh, we're going to spend $7 million on an ad that everyone knows who we are," but it doesn't work, right? So obviously the numbers are going to, and the fact that these networks, these telecasts like NBC, is charging $7 million because they know they're going to pay it because they can, right? So,
but the companies run the numbers enough to know, it's fascinating. As a numbers guy, it's fascinating that 30 seconds at $7 million, you're going to be able to earn that back. You're going to be able to. You could justify going into your CEO and saying, "Hey, can you sell out $7 million for a 30-second commercial?"
Why don't we do can we do a GoFundMe? We're going to do a GoFundMe to do a Corner Pub Sports ad for next year's Super Bowl.
Yes, that's $37 million for That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, $7 million for a shot of a rotating Doritos chip, says Dave Peterson.
Is Doritos really making $7 million? Does people not know who Doritos are? Is there enough people that go out the next day after they
get Doritos?
Get Doritos?
Pepsi or Coke? Everybody knows Pepsi or Coke.
I don't know.
There's two fucking sodas out there that people go and buy. It's Pepsi or Coke. Your money's already out there. You already have sponsors. You already have partnerships with McDonald's and Burger King and Wendy's. Right. They're not all of a sudden. They're not, we saw your commercial when it sucked. We're going to pull it off of shelves. We're going to go with Doritos. We're going to go with Coke. They're going to go with the other one. That doesn't happen. It's crazy.
I don't know, but it's got to be justified.
Where's Gary at? We got to do his movie review.
He's still on the porch.
He's got to get the fuck in here.
Okay. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, no, that's wild, man. That's wild to think about, though.
I have a soda over here.
But yeah, so $7 million. I guess it's worth it.
What are we talking about? What happened? I'm sorry.
Commercials. $7 million for commercials.
We're just wondering.
Crazy, man.
We're just wondering how they make it back, because they got to make it back.
Yeah, they wouldn't spend that if they didn't. I guess that plug on there on the Super Bowl makes.
How do they how do they run statistics enough to know that makes it back?
That's a good question, man.
Dave Peterson said the best ads ever are about Budweiser.
Bud.
Wiser.
I think I told you. No, I told Mark
Oh
about
yeah,
this.
I remember.
So we had a teacher named Miss Weinberg in high school. So it was me, my buddy John Wallace, another guy, Dave. I think his name was Dave. I forget who the other guy was. But anyway, Miss.
Oh my God! Did you?
And her face, Miss Wine, Miss Wine. We're coming from all. She'd turn around and like, she would try so hard not to laugh, but she's like, "Stop!" And then you see like she's smirking. So Miss Weinberg has some big ass titties. So, and she was single, and we tried hooking her up with our homeroom. Our homeroom teacher, like I think it was called homeroom, right? When you came in,
That's what I was called. Yeah.
yeah, and they checked you in.
That's
Advisory.
Advisory or homeroom is the same thing, right? So Mr. Watusik was his name. He was
Watusik.
Yeah, Mr. Watusik. So he was a JV football coach. So we tried hooking him up. So I drew a picture of her bent over the table with her big ass titties flopped all over the desk, and him behind her, like sweat pouring out, and there's math problems on the chalkboard. And my buddy, dude, it looked just fucking like them too. Dude, she had big ass like areolas and big ass nipples that were
Yeah,
roll over. No. So I had them all over.
roll over. So I had all over the fucking, all and his papers like scattered all over, his jizz all over the place and sweat, and it's a fucking algebra question.
So
my buddy had his class before I did, so he dropped it when he went out to class in exchange before classes. He threw it on his desk when he left. So by the time he came, it was already on his desk. He fucking knew it was me anyway. Oh, he knew right away. I know what you did. So one day, Miss Weinberg, we're in her class. Mr. Watusik comes in to look for somebody, and the whole class goes, and everyone, the two of them got so fucking red. 2 weeks later, I'm a senior, right? 2 weeks later, my buddy Dave and I are leaving school early. We're seniors, like you had no classes left, whatever. We're leaving. He goes pulling out in this fuck. I felt bad, dude. Like especially now, his car was all beat up and shit. He had plastic on the window. He popped the plastic out and went, "Fuck yous," and pulled out of the parking lot. I never saw him again after that.
Oh my God, that's awesome.
And we stood there, we're like, did he just give us the finger?
And you just never saw him
We
again.
never saw him again.
That's awesome.
Like, hey, Mr. Watusik, popped the window out, went,
Oh my God.
took off, went through the street. It's like, ah, shit. All right, so we're gonna end the show. Gary, it's time. Gary's movie review. We're doing Fight Club tonight.
This is Corner Pub Sports Movie Review with Gary. Stay drunk or fuck you.
Take it away, Gary.
Oh man! If you have not seen this movie, I'll say this from the beginning: it's a complete and total mind fuck. You think that this is this, and it's that, but it's not.
You can go with this.
You can go with that. You can go with this, but this is where it's at.
like Brad Pitt played this to the straight fucking maximum, and he did a phenomenal job as an actor in this movie. And he like, fuck, dude. I'll give it.
Oh, tell us more about the movie, Gary.
Like, it's hard because it was 2 weeks ago. I have a hard time remembering. I know the one.
Yo, remember part when fucking Edward Norton looks in the door and he's got dishwashing gloves on. And he's like, "What are you looking at?" He's like, "Do you want to finish her off?" He's got dishwashing gloves on. That's all he's got on.
Yeah, like Norton at the end, he's like, "I can't take it no more. You got to end this. It's over. We can't do this." The whole side of his face is fucked up.
He's like,
dude, you know what was pretty cool? Like the what do they call it? The burn? The burn marks. What do they call it? No, with the burn. Like, See that? That was a glitch.
Yeah.
The little film burn.
Yeah.
Real quick, the little shit you saw.
Ryan, you're talking about.
Well, that was.
Yeah, how about the part when they stole his bike?
The cellulite soap. Yeah, let's go over here. We'll go to this medical manufacturer, and we're going to steal the fat.
Yeah, when he took
We're stealing fat.
Yeah, when he took his
We're
bike.
stealing fucking fat.
When he took his bike to the strip mall and he wrapped up in the chains and he came out and the clown was laughing at him.
That wasn't in the movie.
It's
not that.
Yes, there you go. Good. Good for you. Yeah, that was Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Good for you.
Good for you, bro.
All right, good.
Let me test this cocksucker.
Yeah. Good for you,
that
bro.
Was good, though, wasn't it? Yeah, Dave said the second rule.
Roy, please let us use the bar. Can we use the bar?
Dave Peterson said the second rule of Fight Club is the dildo on the dresser. It's fucking great. And Ian said, "Wow, Gary, you may have just given Roger Ebert a run for his money."
He ain't got nothing on me.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
So
How bad did Ed Norton beat the fuck out of that dude?
No, that was Jared Leto.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Jared Leto. He beats the shit out.
I'm glad it does.
Yeah.
You get in my face and that'll beat your goddamn ass, you son of a bitch. You piece of shit.
You're right.
Your tits are just too fat.
Hey, Mom!
He cried in
The
that.
meatloaf! We want it now! The meatloaf!
We don't end up dead in the movie.
Yeah, and he tells that was Bob.
Fuck!
It's Bob.
Bob.
What's his name though?
Bob. Like it was his real name. It was Bob.
Yeah.
What the fuck was his name in the movie? Though? It was something tits.
Yeah. Them titties were lovely for a guy.
As opposed to a. Never mind.
God, them tits.
Yeah, but Ed cried in that.
Did you not like them tits?
No, I didn't like them.
Yeah, it made me feel weird.
No, it didn't.
Made me think of Bat Out of Hell. And that's where he's rotten now. So there's that.
Right by the paradise by the dashboard light.
Yeah, because 2 out 3 ain't bad.
You know what's fucked up? The last show we did was about Meatloaf, and now here we are.
Leave poor Meatloaf alone.
3 weeks later.
What's the matter, meat?
Meatloaf's pee.
The meatloaf's all stale now. It's all
Fucking hamburger helper.
Yep.
It's
Thank you, Mike.
unmoist meatloaf.
Thank you. God. So Mike Oxmall said
Robert
Paulson. That's
there you go.
Jesus Christ.
Robert Paulson was his name.
Hey, this is what happened. And he
Robert
says it. And he says it over. And the way he says
Robert Paulson was his name.
And he says it
And
over. and
Bingo
over.
was his name, oh.
Robert Paulson was his name.
This is what happens when you drink for 3 hours.
The guy with tits in the Fight Club.
But he had it. There was a nickname though, wasn't there? I don't know. Whatever. We're spending too much time.
No, I love it that outside the house though, and he screams at Jared Leto. And you're just too fucking blonde.
Like that one dude in the movie. Yo, he's from that fucking movie of oh man, I can't think of the motherfucker. Hold on. Give me a minute.
Okay,
All right, sorry.
You old fat bitch! You fat bitch!
Oh fuck, dude, I can't think of it. Yeah, if I think of it, you're like,
Fuck with my ass, man.
All right, sorry. Don't worry about it.
fuck you, Sean.
You know what, Gary?
Hey, you're embarrassing yourself. Fuck.
Dave said the best quote in Fight Club was "This is your life, and it's ending 1 minute at a time."
Yeah.
That's like this show right now.
Yeah, pretty
Eddie the Cruiser. Eddie and the
Eddie and the Cruisers.
The guy in the Fight Club was in Eddie and the Cruisers. He was the lead singer. Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Never knew that because I never seen Eddie and the Cruisers.
That's not Huey Lewis.
No,
The fuck? Who am I thinking of?
I can't think of the song, Sean.
All right, it's all right.
No, it's not all right. I'm gonna
It's all right. So what do you give the movie?
Yeah.
Explain your rating system to the people again, because it's been a while.
You get
Because the first 2 times you lied, so
you get a half erect penis if it's okay. You get a full erect penis. Okay, that was good. I'll check it out. And it just goes on from there.
So it's like instead of stars, it's erect penis.
Yes.
Okay. So what's Fight Club get?
I'll give it 3 erect penis out of 5.
3 out of 5.
All right, that's good.
So what's the next movie?
We haven't figured it out yet.
I think it's Mike's turn. He's got to do.
Well, I think we said Fear and Loathing, right?
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah,
Ooh.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Yeah, that's a good one. I gotta watch that again.
Yeah, that's a great movie. Johnny Depp. Oh, dude, Benicio del Toro.
Benicio del Toro is great in that.
When
movie.
he's in the tub.
That's a good movie.
Oh, dude.
It's
He's the one that's sitting there with the suitcase. You took too much.
Yeah,
you took too much.
You took too much.
Yeah, you'll like that one.
Fear
All right. Well,
good thing I had that other hit of mescaline back at the hotel room.
Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
yeah, it's a good movie.
Who's the main star?
It's
Johnny
Depp and Benicio del Toro. It's a good movie. All right, guys. Well, we will see you guys next week. Good luck if you're placing a bet in the Super Bowl. It's been a fun time. We had a great show tonight. Really good show tonight. Chock full of shit. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week.
There's
And
some anal leakage going on.
yeah, we had anal leakage. We had everything going on. It was good.
On the dark side. That's that song.
If you're still talking about it,
I still remember it.
On the dark side.
I don't know.
I don't remember that. Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
Come on, man. You don't remember?
No, I don't remember
No,
that.
I'm out, guy. I'm not saying I remember it. I'm saying I'm out.
So you don't remember the song. So.
Speaking of
No,
out,
I'm saying
ready?
I'm out.
Ready?
Dude,
Yeah.
you remember the
Penis
song.
out.
Yes, but I'm out.
Oh, you could be out. I'm just asking if you remember the song.
Yes.
See you guys.